Is that better? Can it hear us now?
I gotta wait for it to kick in on the stream side.
There
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
yeah. Woo! I just had to make sure it was running properly. Love that for us. Yay! How is everybody today? I hope you've been well.
Well,
It's working. Sorry.
well,
Yeah. We were
well,
supposed to
indeed.
play on Saturday as well,
Yeah.
but it did not come to pass. We
No,
apologize.
we won't mention names.
Yeah,
Clint.
Valcor.
What? I was here.
You were here?
Yeah, I wonder
So,
whose fault that was.
uh,
Yeah,
you
well,
know what? I'm
yeah.
gonna say it's mine for not being expressly clear that we would have a game on. So, I feel like that was probably the miscommunication there.
I did say it was the double rumble special. Tumble, fumble.
Look, we don't talk in
That
metaphors
could mean a
here,
lot of
so
things.
yeah. Either way, we are back on. So, for everyone who wants to know, who is a avid follower of ours and whatnot, we will be moving Equinox to Monday nights. So we will have more Kevin all the time. So,
When you get
which is
too much
exactly
Kevin.
what Andrew
the next question.
needs.
You can get too much, Kevin. Just
There's
ask
no
Steve.
such thing as too much Kevin. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it
Steve's
in the slightest.
a definite proponent of what happens when you get too much, Kevin.
I don't believe it. Either way, so who remembers what happened last week that we played?
Go on, Andrew. Andrew just gave me the recap
Yeah,
outside of
come on,
stream.
Andrew. You've got the recap.
Sure, I guess I'll double down and do the recap again. So, stuff, things, getting your legs ripped off, not pleasant. We in the session previous to the last, fought the crab, blah blah blah, did all that, got my got my legs ripped off. Habaru wasn't happy about that, and so we kind of picked up from there. We left the underwater temple, a natural cave.
The
thing.
sewers.
Yes, sewers.
The most
Went.
hygienic place to be ripped in half.
Yes, yes. Went and saw a doctor, and they said, "Hey, your legs are ripped off." And I said, "Yeah, thanks." And decided instead of getting cybernetic implants. There we go. From the state, we would go to Wolfwater. And so we left Moonblight, but through the White Fox Cabaret, they had a little teleporter room in the back we took, and we met up with the Witch Queen herself, and she went bada boop boopy, took my shitty dagger I made as a kid that held a lot of important value to the Habaru, and glued his legs back on.
Yep, that's. You also gave, I believe, Wicked PTSD.
Well, I literally introduced her to a woman. All right, what? How was I supposed to know?
You gave her PTSD. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying, Dusty?
It's just yes, the most traumatizing thing, a woman.
Everyone also realized that Habaru's friends are kind of quirky, kind of weird. They're not like other girls.
For Christ.
Kept trying to set him up with somebody who he was just not interested in hearing about while he was missing his legs.
That's the key thing here. Listen, can we talk about this later? Literally any other time, but now.
They did also offer that their aunt could come and put your legs back on. You apparently adroitly said no to that.
Yes, because I wanted to know what my legs would look like before and after they went back on to me.
Habaru's all about that vanity.
And I believe that Shady just had a lot of fun just eating a lot of cookies and stuff.
Yeah, he discovered a new word.
Yeah, he did.
Brother.
Brother, yes.
Sister.
So, which is absolutely fantastic. So that leads us to where we are right now, because as many have probably noticed, there was no mention of Richard Feynman during the leg ripping giant crab fiasco. That's because prior to that, Richard Feynman had disappeared back into the sewers, and nobody really knows where he went until they rocked up in Wolfwater on a completely different plane of existence, going, hang on a second, we've lost somebody. So that brings us to tonight's session.
And I want to say, just before we start, this is firmly on you guys. You guys know that I cannot be left unattended. Like, this is... This is entirely... Honestly, you know what? Wicked, Shady, I'll get you some slack. This is entirely on Habaru. He
Well,
knows I
he's
can't
the
be
leader
left
of the group,
unattended.
right?
He knows I get into all sorts of trouble. Didn't I lick something on an airship and then it stopped working?
Something like that.
Well,
All right,
I
so we're
just
not
love-
even 20 minutes in yet.
So,
You lick everything, so there's a good chance something's going to stop working.
Yeah, I've been holding off trying to lick things in the sewer. It doesn't seem like a great idea. Gonna roll for some sort of disease.
so, Richard Feynman, you have pulled yourself from the sewer drain that you had originally entered the sewers into, and there is a whole legion of undead just standing around looking down at you. They're not crowding you. They're just standing in a circle around the opening, just looking down at you.
Are they still? Because if I recall correctly, last time they had parted.
Yes,
So
they have.
there's a gap there's a circle aside from a gap that leads to the Death Temple.
Yes.
And where the hell are we? Am I on the arrow? I thought we're more like there, right? I'm in that corner.
You're up. If I help you out a little bit, you are. Yeah, you're up. Yeah, you're up there.
Yeah, so we're right in between order and knowledge. All
Yeah.
right, I'll skedaddle to the Death Temple.
Okay, so you make your way through to the Grave Death Temple. The undead do seem to be leading you that way. Lucky you.
It's the way they're allowing me to go.
Yeah, it's the way that they're allowing
Loosely
you to go.
leading.
Loosely leaving, exactly. What happened to that map? I moved a map and it's disappeared. Give me a second to think about this and find out what just happened. All pages? I did put it at all pages, so where have you gone? Oh, that's where it's gone. Down. Couldn't see. This brings us into a new map. Yay, lucky you.
I would.
I would, which
I
of
have not
course
been gifted with. Oh no, wait.
you
Where
can
shall I
do.
place my token? At the top?
At the top, yes, and I will help out
Not yet
everybody
been
at
gifted
home who
with
would
sight.
like to see, because it would turn out that I haven't put a map on.
Haven't put any cameras.
I haven't put a camera on for once. Love that for me. Give me a second. Let
How's
everybody.
the audience supposed to enjoy the view without wallfly?
How
Exactly.
am I meant to look at the stream and steal information about what's going to happen?
Okay. Pretty good if the camera actually works, please. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That should have fixed it. So it should be, there should be view. Give me a moment. Sorry about this, everybody. Technical difficulties. This is what happens when I don't go and look at maps for a very long time. Da-ba-da-ba. Okay. Yes, you should be able to see. I hope that I might refresh, see if that helps it. Does that help it? We'll see in a second. I do apologize for the delay, everybody.
No worries.
Apparently, no, we still have no view, no vision.
Roll 20, it just works.
Yeah, I know. Roll 20 when it actually is supposed to work. You should have vision. Why do you not? Let me have a look. Okay, so that's done that. Realistically, it should be giving light. It should be, being the operative word here. Why are you not? Why are you not working? That's the question. Okay. Can we try now? That would be nice. Well, this is annoying. Okay, do this another way. Use this image. Ignore this. Giant Mothman. Kevin, who could probably say that, is the only one who could say it.
I did not see the giant Mothman. I've not been gifted sight on the
I
thing,
swear to
but
God, whatever
neither is
happened,
anyone else.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yes. Technical difficulties absolutely suck, and I appreciate everyone just bearing with me on this. Okay. You should have sight. You should have sight. It's all set. So let me just check the map settings then if that's the case. Try that. That work?
I have sight.
I
Good.
saw it flash for like 1 second, but
I
it's
got
still black.
dynamic sight as well, so I can see.
Ooh.
The dynamic lighting's working correctly.
Oh, good. Just put some extra lighting in for everybody at home. And then down here. So now everybody can see it, which is great. And you can see it too, I believe, Richard Feynman.
Correct.
Sweet. That's what we love to hear. Okay. So yes, you are led. You are led through to what appears to be an internal cemetery. All of the graves here have been dug up and appear to have no corpses in the actual graves themselves. Handy. But there are a lot of undead standing around you. As you're getting closer, Richard Feynman, something about the aura of this place is scratching at your brain in a familiar way. Almost like you know exactly what this feeling is. You know the entity you're going to talk to. Something about this energy resonates within you in a way that you haven't felt properly for a long time.
Excellent. And by that I mean terrible. Let's go talk to him.
Okay.
I guess I'll just
As you
slowly
enter,
proceed forward.
the minute you cross the threshold of the gates, the fog of Richard Feynman lifts.
Excellent. Okay.
You know exactly who this is, although your mind can't grip onto a name. Your mind keeps trying to grip onto a name, but it's like it's fluttering just out of reach. Every time you seem to get the beginnings of the syllables on your tongue, it's kind of torn away from you. And immediately Ahura, you realize that this reeks of the Golden Weaver's touch. You know this entity that you're going to speak to, known only as the Necromancer, capitalized, did once have a name, but after his betrayal of the Empyrean gods, the Golden Weaver took his name and struck it from the records. And you know that he is part of the betrayer gods who turned on the Empyreans, who turned on you. But apparently here he is. You also know that he was cursed by madness, by the head of the eldritch gods, because apparently he kept foretelling of the Titan King's inevitable failure. And apparently them were fighting words. So they struck him with madness. So you know that this charming encounter, as every encounter you have had with him since, is going to be primarily spoken in riddles.
Excellent.
Riddles and nonsense.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's go seek out some riddles and nonsense then.
Critical thinking, year 14.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. The thing that's moving around menacingly.
uh, the best part is they're not going to see what you're looking at, but everybody else is. Oh, dear God. So, as you walk around the mausoleum here, that the doors are cracked open and you feel his energy, you lay eyes on the necromancer.
That punk bitch is back again. Oh my dear God.
Swirling before you in a decrepit state is the rendered corpse of an eldritch god.
Yep. That's him, alright. Does he... Do I know that he's always looked like this?
Ever since the war, yes.
Okay, so it's just
This was
always been a
something
bit
your
worse for wear,
side did
I
to
guess.
him.
Yeah, well, fucking get what you get. Don't
He
talk
locks
about the
eyes
Titans
on
like that,
you.
motherfucker.
He locks eyes on you and giggles and just goes, "Ah, I see that style never goes out of fashion."
I see that being a decrepit little insect never goes out of fashion.
Oh, nothing of importance slips on a banana peel.
Fuck does that mean? Okay. That's where we're going.
So, lucky number Stephen lays down on the riverbed. You have walked before me this path before. Kevin's like, I regret all my choices.
I got like 50% of that. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds like bars.
He said, lucky number Stephen lay down on the riverbed. I see you've been on this path before me before.
yeah, so, like he means that. I take it to mean that we've met before and that we've done this dance before, right? Like we know the. That's anyway. You don't tell me, but that's what I take it to mean.
Yep.
We've been here before. That's lucky number Steven, I assume, is some shit that I'll find out later.
Is Stephen ever lucky?
Um,
How many Stevens is the right number of lucky?
777.
777, exactly. Buy the Steve Man merch. Little plug there. Anyway.
buy it.
um, so, yes. He looks at you.
What do I make of the shit that's around him? Is this like just for reference? Is this stuff that's on the map here? Presumably, that's physically something that's around him swirling.
The stuff that is swirling around him is etched into the floor. You can see that it is indeed a yeah, you can see that it's a
Spell circle, I assume.
Yeah, it's a spell circle, basically. He is very much. Let me see if I can fix this. What is going on here?
Oh Jesus! Didn't
Oh,
need
there.
that. Let's roll that one back.
That back. You know what? There we go. That's better. We like it when we can see. Yes, it is a spell circle that's moving on the floor. You can tell very much that this is the summoning circle that allowed him to spring forth. The fact that it is made out of this sliding black ichor, stuff that um the same stuff that the thing that should not be that you met previously.
Zarabelli, that guy.
Xanabelli, yes. It seems to be
Xanabelli.
made of whatever he was made of. And in this moment of clarity, you know exactly who Zenibelli was. You know why he blew up. You're like, oh, that little bitch got me again.
All right. So what? This is like his summoning circle, I assume, of some description. Yeah, he's gaining
Yes.
either he's gaining power or is he channeling power through it to like raise the
He's
undead
channeling.
around him.
Yeah. You're aware that this circle is allowing him to raise all of the dead. You know what his powers do. By raising the dead, it was always designed that the undead will just remain living because they're an unnatural. What he does is raise the dead as a way to upset the natural order of things, but also to seek out Forshan, the master of crabs, and find his idol. Though they can never handle the idol themselves, you know that all they need to do is lure the unwary to holding it themselves, so that the next part of the puzzle can be activated.
Okay. And I would presume I would be fully aware that in my current state, there's nothing I can be doing to him right now. This is more like I have to imagine we're kind of at a stalemate where we're standing.
Yeah, you know that you can try and fight him. You know that you can essentially nullify him for a time, but he will always return as long as the Necronomicon is active.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you get to the point of the book that tells you specifically how to put him down again.
Yeah, we got to
'Cause
get through
Yeah, because there
there's
are parts of
legwork
the
to be
book that
done.
allow you to do that, yeah. It's not inherently harmful. You do know that he's one of the like, sure, it's mischievous and it's traumatizing to the living to see all of their undead relatives and stuff like this, but overall, he's actually one of the more chill ones. He just kind of sits around, speaks riddles, and drives people mad.
Okay, fair enough. There's nothing I can do to him. He's just told me that we've crossed paths before.
Yes.
Presumably, I know what he wants. He wants the idol. So I
No.
guess I'll ask him what he
He wants
wants
he
of
wants
me.
yeah. Um, hmm, what words for the speaker I have for you?
Go on.
Oh god, not more words.
Andrew, I hope you're writing this down.
The broken abstraction approaches at high velocity, but heed me. And then he looks at you very seriously, like he's trying to make sure you remember this, because he's not aware that you are a broken man.
Right.
He's not aware of what you've been put through, because he has been locked away for a long time, so he does not know of your punishment.
Yeah, so he just assumes that well, he thinks this is
He
just the
presumes
same
he's
old
gonna
thing,
tell you
right?
and you're gonna get shit done.
Yeah, like he just thinks this is the same old dance with like fucking Ahura's back. Let's fucking I don't know, throw hands or something. Obviously not throw hands, but you know.
Yeah. You roll me an insight, actually.
Insight, absolutely. Every time it's in alphabetical order and I lose it. What do I roll that with? Disadvantage. Well, let me tell you, I don't think it should have been disadvantage.
I
So
don't
it's
think it's
what,
I don't think
25?
25. Okay. So you get the impression that even though he doesn't like you because you are statistically enemies from the Titan War, you can tell that he very much is trying to tell you this to help because you get the impression that he's tired. He doesn't want to do this again. He's sick of being resummoned and just he wants to be left alone.
Yeah, he just wants to do his thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so he said heed me. Did he was that in reference to what he had just said?
No, he's about to tell you.
Okay,
And
I
so
was gonna
thus
say
he's looking at you very seriously because he has messages for you.
okay.
Make sure I'm on my right
Now,
note page.
out of curiosity,
Mhm.
and I don't know, so I know that I'm gonna forget all this shit as soon as I come around.
Yes.
I also know that the Necronomicon is immune to this. What would be
Yes.
the implications if I were to take notes in the Necronomicon?
I don't know,
Is
you're
there
about
like
to
a
find
notes
out.
page?
You know that you have roughly 10 minutes once you leave this sphere of influence.
Let me just check my inventory real quick.
Because yes, I believe you have the Necronomicon. So not only did the group lose you, they let you take the
I'm
Necronomicon.
just trying to remember if I
I'm pretty
like
sure Habaru
It-
had it.
did I get a cell phone?
It was
Yes, you've got a
a
cell phone.
reasonable thing to do at the time
It
because I
was
thought if we died to the crab, guess what? The crab doesn't get the book.
Yep.
Feynman gets to
Right, that was the
be
logic.
Feynman gets to be the Zordon, and he gets to recruit the next generation of of Inquisitors heroes, and they get to go. Who the hell is this guy? Why does he forget everything every 5 minutes?
Alright,
So,
so
yeah.
seeing as I have a mobile phone, for convenience's sake, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be text relaying this to Habaru just so that we have a record of it. Otherwise, this is gonna be real crap that we get to play the
At the
scene and then
moment, while
nothing
you're in
comes of
here,
it.
you are aware that you have no cell service. So you're at the
Ah, yeah,
moment
but
just writing
queue.
notes.
They'll queue or
You're
whatever,
right.
it's fine.
Yeah. So he turns around and says, "The herald of decay shall sprout forth and feast on the ashes of democracy. Fueled by fear and hunger, they devour all to feed on the unavoidable entropy."
So far, so good.
Yep. "The sun shall turn red with the blood of innocents, sacrificing the last shreds of honor to destroy that which binds it.
Okay.
The thrall of the betrayer sun will languish under their own failures, frozen by their inadequacies, driving them to destroy that which they covet. The heart of man will be so bound by desire that they will deny the call of those who bind their soul."
Okay.
And then finally he looks at you. "Beware the pigeon gods."
Alright, the fucking pigeon gods. Okay. Well, yeah. Of course the pigeon gods.
I love that with that one, Andrew's like, yep, vibing this pigeon gods, and just look up to see him go, "The fuck?"
Can I like roll a history to try and get some insight on what the fuck the pigeon gods might be?
Sure. Roll a history.
An 8. Alright, that's not great.
It's not great. Pigeon god. Could be feathers.
Gods of the pigeons, clearly.
Gods of the pigeons. It could be anything. It could be anything with wings. It could legitimately be, I don't know, some kind of rat god. Who knows?
Flying rat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, real quick, can I get a copy of everything you just told him so I
I'll
don't
send you
feel
it after the
anxious?
game.
All right, thank you very much.
I'll send it to you after game. And then he
Alright.
looks at you and says, "Would you like fries with that?"
Oh yeah, because it's insane. Of course. Okay, that tracks. I don't feel the need to, like, I don't know, do anything to him. He doesn't want to be here. He just is. So I'm not
He
gonna
looks
fuck with him.
he looks at you. Okay, go fuck with him first. I'll allow this.
No, I said I'm not gonna fuck with him.
Okay. He looks at
He
you.
he doesn't want to be here. He like has given me some info. I don't think there's a need to like start throwing hands.
He looks at you mournfully and goes, "Ah, Sun God, your ducks have left the basket."
I can only assume that means my companions. Does he have more on that, or is he just leaving me with
No.
the ducks have left the basket?
The ducks have left the basket.
Okay. I'm presuming that's his weird way of telling me that they are no longer where I think they are.
Just roll me a perception, will you?
Sure. Not rolling with disadvantage this time. 19.
You rolled a 19. As you're standing there, you feel this. It's almost like a bell tone that seems to resonate through the area as the air shivers around you, and you watch as every single undead vanishes.
Sorry, fine man.
As this large creature in front of you, the necromancer, drops to the floor and convulses momentarily.
Oh, that seems like something bad has happened. Okay.
Roll
It-
me. I do need you to roll me
Con?
in his mouth.
a wisdom check, please.
Wisdom check. Okay.
Straight wisdom. Wisdom save, sorry.
Yeah.
It's good that you rolled a save. You feel the draw of death and shake it off.
Ah. Excellent. Ah, because Favara used his fucking bell.
He may have killed everyone.
It's that loud? I'm underground when I rang that.
It's not
It's
that
like
it's loud.
a spiritual bell, man. It just permeates through like
no,
the whole.
no. Fuck you. No, you didn't have to deal with this shit last time. Last time I had the bells, it was if you can hear the bell, that's it. Not this whole fucking it's magical, your soul.
Do you not remember
But
when
I
you came out of
also-
the sewers after being ripped in half and the entire place was empty?
Also,
Yes,
I
and I
am
asked
the
you about
god of the
that.
sun. Why would I not be able to hear a bell from a few hundred meters away, even if it's underground? I'm a deity, dude.
Yeah, tell me that again in 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, but at the moment, I'm a fucking deity. What do you want from me? I'm not, confined by your
and
mortal
this is just for you,
concerns.
Andrew. Not only is he a deity, he knows the feeling of his fucking wife's magic.
Yeah, that's probably a good point as well, motherfucker. What do you say to that, fidget spinner
I-
boy?
I don't know. Congrats.
Congrats.
So,
I
stuff
assume
happened.
I passed the
Stuff happened.
save.
You did pass the save.
Yeah,
You
excellent.
haven't been ripped into death. Not
That's good.
today.
Not yet. It's coming up though.
But yes, so the necromancer is at the moment just now lying, apparently sleeping inside his summoning circle.
Did he? So presumably he didn't meet the save.
He's doing something.
He's doing something. All right. Well, it's convenient that all of the dead went away. But I'm gonna choose to just fucking leave.
Okay, you choose to leave. You hands in pockets, whistle, and you leave.
Well, like, okay, from my perspective, he doesn't want to be here. I also don't want to wake him up by doing anything.
Yep.
And I'm not about to go touch him because I'm not gonna 1v1 the necromancer capitalized.
And
Just
just
seems
just
like a
so
bad
you know,
call.
yes, he is fidget spinner boy. You guys can't see it, but he's spinning a fidget spinner on his desk. He's very confused. Okay, so you make your way back out into the temple district.
I'll skedaddle.
'cause I
Well, after I
know-
leave the grave area,
Yep.
I've got like 10 minutes, don't I?
Yes, you've got 10 minutes.
Okay.
And once you leave the border of that internal cemetery area, your phone does come back into service.
Okay, and then Habaru gets forwarded those fucking notes for continuity's sake.
Yes.
Shit. So just out of character for a second as a meta question and talk. Have they left?
They're on their way to the
Hospital.
no, not on yeah,
If
because
I
you went to the
just
hospital.
rung the bell, yeah, I was gonna say. we're not
Yeah,
even
they're
that
on their way
far.
to the hospital.
Okay. And as a god, what do
Well,
Oh, here we
interestingly
go.
enough, it's not even as a god. You know exactly where at least one of the group members is because he has your celestial
don't.
homing beacon on him.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. What did you do with it?
Remember, I gave it up.
You did give it up.
I did give it up.
Do you
Yeah,
still
but
have
you
that
also
engraved
have
armor shit?
you still have suns all over you.
And if that's how he tracks me, that's fine. But I mean,
Yeah.
specifically the scale, I gave that up.
Yeah, no,
Oh
I'm talking
yeah,
about the
no,
suns
no.
on your armor.
So your armor's
are
somewhat
You do have
using...
a small sliver, not a full devotion, but a small sliver of devotion to the sun god.
It's just it's more like a representation of my magic in my mind. It's just sort of there. I can feel the
Yeah.
pull of my own magic from your armor.
But you can tell that they're heading back to, at least towards the the Inquisition. That's the one.
Yeah. And as a further meta question, so they went to the hospital and then TP'd the fuck out of there.
Yes.
I'm gonna need to not do that to not break continuity. But I can't just meet up with them now.
Well, no, you can't meet up with them now. However, but by the time you get back there, you're pinging them. You realize they've gone to the cabaret because you're kind of like, okay, got to keep contact, and you're trying to keep.
Well, how far away is Habaru's hometown? And how
Completely
far
different
away?
plane of existence. They ended up having to teleport through the White Fox Cabaret to the White Fox Cabaret in Anthalamere, and then they went to basically teleport to Wolfwater.
And how far away in time are they? So, like, by
That-
that I mean, how long has passed for them comparatively to where we are now? Is it like
They're
in
about-
an hour we'll be caught up, or is it like
About 2. Oh, no, it's relatively quick after that. So, maybe with travel time, about an hour. Yeah, about an hour.
can I planeswalk as a deity?
Well, you don't know where they're going to be. You don't have.
I've got godly
foresight.
powers. I would know where the crab went, surely.
Okay, so you want to try and sense eldritch power then?
I suppose. What is that, Arcana?
I will allow Arcana with advantage at this point in time, just while you've still got
Where
your
the
god
fuck is
powers.
Arcana? That's a -2, so I need that advantage. 16.
16.
Oh, yeah, you need that.
You
I
at
needed
least-
that advantage. The
you
first
at
one was
least-
-1.
You at least have figured out
What?
that you get these pings of eldritch energy. You can tell that there's one in the base of the library, which you already know. You feel that there's one behind you in the cemetery, and you feel a third one. So you are aware that they did manage to summon the crab, and you've figured that the crab is not here. The crab is very much in a different place. So yes, I will allow you to celestially planeswalk to a little scrubland town on another plane of existence, which you find yourself on the edge of this scrubland, this forested land. You can see just beyond the forested land that there are indeed farmlands and whatnot. You can't see any sign of the crab yet, but you can feel that fog starting to descend on you.
Can I just before we start, can I rub my hands together and say to myself, Habaru is about to hate what's going to happen next.
As you
Oh,
say that,
boy.
you hear a snap of a twig behind you.
Yep, I'll turn.
And standing there is a young gentleman
My new best
in
friend.
in black armor. He has soft, floppy-ish brown hair. He's got a charming smile. He's got these vibrant purple eyes, and he has, very oddly, considering the state of technology, he has a bow and arrow pointed at you, just kind of looking very charmingly at you, but he does seem on edge. All right, all right, all right. What do we have here, and where have you come from?
I love where this is going. Let me compose myself. How
As
foggy am I
you
right now? Just out of
as you lock eyes, sorry, I feel so bad for this.
I
As
hate
so
you
you
so much.
as you
so
lock
to be
eyes
happy
with
with this
this
outcome.
guy.
That's my boy King Glass Crown. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Hey, so
I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Andrew. He's a ranger. What do you want from me? Let everyone see.
I look, I couldn't have planned it better, Andrew, to be honest. I can't wait to become part of the family.
Andrew hates every minute of this.
Man, I was thinking, I'm so excited to see Kevin again. I haven't had a chance to play with him in several months, and
Like,
and then you do
alright, let
this.
me look at the stream timer. It's been 48 minutes and I'm ruining Andrew's life.
Oh God.
Excellent. Yeah, okay. So how foggy am I? Do I know I'm about to go, or do I
Yeah,
have
you
like
know you're
time?
about to go.
Okay. Well, I have no fear of mortal weapons, so that's fine. Um, what did he ask? What do we have here?
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from? Oh, dude, I just came from Moonblight.
Oh, really? Moonblight. Well, that is rather interesting. Friend, foe?
Friend?
Well, that's good. Living, non-living.
Transcendent.
All right. Well, welcome then. I would assume that, well, this is mildly concerning, but give me a second. I need to double check with another source about something. And you watch as he pulls out a chocolate chip cookie, breaks it in half, and just goes as he's eating. He's like, he seems to be speaking to the cookie. Uh, Auntie, when you get this, can you just let me know if this guy is somebody that we need to take down or not, or is he a friend of yours? And you watch as he crumbles up the cookie, and then, like, you're not exactly sure what he's doing, but he seems to pull a pouch out of his pocket, put it into the pouch, and then tie it with what appears to be, like, a sour candy strap, and then he throws it over his shoulder.
Look, I can't say I blame him.
Alright, well, with that all in mind, you're a friend? Well, welcome. And he puts his, he stows the arrow and, drops, like, takes the weapon away, and he kinda holds out his hand. Uh, Connor Glasscrown, nice to meet you.
Right, well, I'm still a horror, right?
For the next minute.
For the next minute, excellent. I'll hit him with a handshake and be like, I don't know if Ahura has a last name. I don't think we've ever needed this. But
He doesn't because he's a god.
I'll just hit him with Ahura.
Well, nice to meet you, Hura. Well, if you keep heading that way, you'll be able to hit the tavern. So head that way, look for the moon shadow, and Songbird will take care of you, okay? Because I gotta, and you hear the beep, 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 as he seems to be getting text messages. I gotta take this. So you head over to the moon shadow, and Songbird will take care of you. Say that you know King, and she'll give you some nice hospitality.
And the Moonshadow being the tavern, presumably.
Yes.
Excellent. I'll head into the tavern.
Okay. As you're walking down the dirt road through the brushes,
I've just
the
thought of my
full
new
mist
persona.
hits.
This is great.
The full mist hits, and you are no longer Ahura.
Excellent. All right. Well, I know who I'm going to be. Let me change
Okay.
my name and roll 20 real quick. Well, I'll set this up. I'll
So,
make it as
While you're
unintrusive.
doing that, can you also get fucked?
No, this is fine. This is fine. You'll love this.
why
Oh,
are
I'm
you
There we go.
so mad?
There we go.
So, jumping forward into the future with Habaru being re-legged with all of his legs.
Indeed. In the right
Indeed,
position,
all
no
of
less.
them. You have been Selena has let you leave because apparently you want to go kill a crab. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you
That's
were heading
just for everyone's
straight to the
benefit at
crab.
home.
So then all of the
Andrew's
text
hands.
messages from King happened, the talking to the possibility of Eris and yada yada yada, you organizing to come to Selena, blah blah blah. All of that has happened.
Yeah.
And you have your legs back, and you're currently staring at Wicked, who is petrified. Terrified.
Electrified.
Not
She's
electrified.
stiff as a board. Prim and proper, very quiet, serene look.
I believe Selena did ask you if you needed anything to let her know, and then she left the room again.
Mm-hmm. I think we were taking a short rest.
I think you did take a
Uh,
brief rest.
Yes, we did take a short rest, but is there a way we can take a magically enhanced long rest that will allow us to long rest in a not long rest
No,
time period?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel ya.
Uh. Okay. Well. Uh. How are we all feeling?
How are you feeling?
My legs have been reattached, so better.
That's good, brother.
At least Feynman's not here to ruin this. Okay. Um. Wicked, do you want to go to the tavern real quick, grab a drink, and then we go kill a crab?
Alrighty.
All right, let's go do that.
So you easily lead them out of this house, Habaru, because you know this place like the back of your hand. You basically know you've been to pretty much everybody's house here in the town. You spent a lot of time in this house with the Glass Crown family and whatnot. Um, yeah, you even know with all of the crops and whatnot that are populated, you know that you could go hide out in the cornfields and stuff like this, and you'd still find your way. Like you know this place like the back of your hand. Um, you make your way over to the tavern. It is a whitewashed building with darkened wood cross slats and everything. It's very, very homey, very it's a very welcoming place. Um you know that it's been run by Songbird and her wife for the longest time. Um and so um you can hear that there's jovial music being played, even though it's the middle of the day, even though you know there's a giant crab here. The atmosphere of this whole place, despite the fact that you are aware that King and the Glass Crown family know that there's a giant eldritch crab loose and blah blah, but the vibe of the town is not one of panic, even though that they know that they're probably about to be attacked or whatever. The place is actually kind of buzzing with excitement, like enjoyment almost. It's almost like a festival day is the vibe that this place is giving off. There's jaunty music coming from the tavern. Um, You can hear the sound of laughter and whatnot. It's a really pleasant place, and as you enter into the tavern, um, it's got a very rustic wooden floor. Like, there is not a skerrick of the technology that was in Nethreg here. It's a wooden bar, there are wooden tables, wooden floor. You can see, um, corrugated iron fixtures around the place. You can hear, um, that there are a couple of the younger kids, they were younger than you, who were training to be bards under Songbird and whatnot, playing, like, an accordion and a banjo up on stage. Um, and as you walk over, you see Songbird, who, um, is behind the bar. She herself seems to be holding what appears to be a glass of wine. It's around midday. She's holding a glass of wine, laughing jovially as she's talking to an individual who's sitting at the bar. That soon as you see the familiar wings, Habaru, your stomach drops. His back is to you as he's sitting on the bar stool. She locks eyes on you.
You
Oh!
ready?
Oh, Habaru, you're back. I didn't think I'd see you in a while.
Hey.
Okay,
It's
hi to you
been
too.
it's been a long day.
Can I introduce you to my new friend here? And she gestures to the gold dragon born in front of you. And she gestures for you to introduce yourself.
For me to introduce myself, or him
Yeah.
to introduce himself to me? Okay. Well, I'm Richard Feynman, and as you look me up and down, I'm a gold dragon. I got nice horns out the top of my head, big gold wings. I got overalls on, and I am a farmhand. And I'll introduce myself to Habaru, and I'll introduce myself to Shady, but I'll look and I'll go, "Oh, hi, Wicked."
Oh, motherfucker!
Yeah, Richard here was hired by old Mr. Glasscrown to help out with the harvest this year.
Ain't
Andrew's
see
she
your
so
back,
fucking
Cameron.
unimpressed.
I'm I'm so chuffed right now. I want you to know my excitement.
And Songbird, can we have 3 old fashions, please?
Absolutely. Looks like you've been through it today. Uh, I didn't mean to tell you, but
Yeah.
your armor's a bit scuffed looking. Do you need your ma to have a look at it and give it a bit of a polish for you?
No, I'm good.
You want me to let you know she's here? That you're here?
No, I'll go visit her later.
Well, you
I
should,
gotta.
because if she hears that you're here and you don't say hello.
I know. I grew up with her.
All right,
I'll.
well, I'm going to go make you 3 old fashions and not listen over here. She kind of like saunters over to the other end of the bar to make you your old fashions.
Sorry, could you describe?
So
Did Richard's clothes change or anything?
Yeah, I'm in
Yes.
overalls now.
Overalls, and I
Overalls, a
assume a check
white
shirt.
undershirt, a
so,
clean white undershirt.
Oh, clean white undershirt. Ooh.
but I'm
Straw hat?
assuming you have like your not lightsaber still on your hip still.
Yeah, well, they change per appearance. So I think for a
Are they
farmhand,
sickles right now?
they're little sickles. Yeah.
God.
Wait, are you wearing a straw hat?
Yeah. Of course.
And a straw out your mouth. And do you have a farmer's almanac under your arm?
Hey, I got my
Yeah.
crop guide.
Your crop.
Crop
Oh,
guide, yeah, the
that's
dust cover on it looks like a crop guide.
Yep.
you remember Wicked, but you don't remember me or Shady,
It's
huh?
good.
Wicked's one of
It's
my
good to
oldest
see you
friends. Of course, I
again.
remember Wicked.
It's Good to see you again.
Okay. Uh,
Aren't you used to this by now, brother?
stop calling me brother. And no, I will never be used to this. I'm gonna pull up my phone and check the messages that Feynman
Uh,
sent me.
You can see that what looks like a list of gibberish, but it is showing exactly what was told, but
Yeah.
it reads as gibberish.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Farmer Feynman, can
Farmhand fireman. I don't have my own farm. I'm a
okay,
contract employee.
dickhead. Okay, can you help us with something? We need to go tackle some a
Pesky
crab.
varmint.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with dealing with pesky varmints.
I'm sure you are.
Yes, Brother
Yeah,
Feynman, we need to do some reaping.
Reaping.
but were we given our drinks?
You haven't received them yet. She's almost finished
Okay,
with them.
okay. Well, let's take 30 minutes to catch our breaths. Then we'll go deal with this, the four of us this time, and then we'll go from there. And I'll bury my head in the dirt.
Hey, it could have been way worse.
Yeah, you could have met my parents and said, "Oh, I'm your brother," and that's when I
Look,
would have
that was
gone.
very
Oh,
much on the table.
I was genuinely terrified. I was like, "Oh Christ, don't do this, Tegan."
And they both Shady and Feynman are calling you brother.
Ugh.
I was ready. I was ready for him to hear brother and think he was like like a monk, but like a different kind of monk this time.
Songbird brings over your old fashions and places them down in front of you.
I will take one for myself, and I'll push the other two in front of Wicked. Okay.
So, apart from being here to apparently get your legs put back on, which nice job by the way, I'm very impressed with that one. Uh, I'm assuming you're here to deal with the giant crab that showed up in the pond.
Yeah. Is it at the old pond or the very old pond?
Oh, the pond out the back of the Glass Crown place.
The
So I
old
suppose the very
pond.
old pond. I mean, you don't
Mm.
have to take care of it. I mean,
No, no,
Charles will be fine.
no.
I'm sure that the fish and the freshwater lobsters that are in there will take care of him. He'll eat them, and who knows? Charles will be
No,
fine.
I don't think so.
Well,
No.
you better take care of it before Eris gets here because she'll want to adopt it if she sees it.
I know. Okay. How
Like I
long do we
said, you
have
can
to?
leave Charles. I'm sure he'll be
It,
fine.
no,
Don't worry,
no,
he's
no.
already been given a name.
It, the crab? You guys named the crab?
Yeah, Charles.
The giant crab.
We've seen worse.
You
I mean, it
and
already has a name.
Oh, we didn't think to ask him.
you
That was
named the
rather rude of
eldritch
us. We probably should have
monster?
asked him what his name was. What is his name? Do you know?
No, 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 no,
Vorpine.
no. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, no, no. We're not naming the crab. It's a fucking eldritch monster. We're gonna go there, we're gonna kill it, and we're gonna be done with it.
You're acting like this is not something like this is not an everyday occurrence around here. You grew up here. You know weird shit happens here all the time.
Oh my god, there was a reason why I left this town.
Remember the
Okay.
cactus plague of 94?
There was a reason I left. Okay. Yeah, we'll take care of that crap here in a few minutes. How long until
Okay.
Eris gets here?
Uh, how long is a piece of string, darling?
Twice as long from the center to the end.
Exactly, exactly. We don't put constraints on the goddess of chaos. She's busy
Okay,
off doing
okay,
chaos things.
okay. Okay,
I
that's
mean, you
fine.
could summon her if you want to.
No, no, no. I don't want to talk to Eris right now. I'm fine.
Oh, well, she'd be disappointed. You're one of her favorites.
I
You
know.
always react so well to her teasing.
Okay, so we're just going to drink our drinks, and
And
then
are you planning on staying overnight? Because I need to know if you're staying at the residence, or are you staying with your parents, or do you want me to set you up
I
some rooms here?
no, we're probably gonna go back. This is just a day trip.
Oh, just a day trip. So, in all of your busy schedule, you've found time for a day
Oh,
trip
get
to
the
visit
fuck
us.
off my back, Songbird! What the fuck? Come on!
You don't call, you don't write. Your mother's been telling us all about book club about it every time that she hasn't gotten a message from you, like how you're doing. Like, are you actually doing okay? Did you go off? Are you eating enough? Are you sleeping enough?
No to any of that. I'm trying to do something here.
You need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to drink plenty of water, and you need, like, the first thing we hear is you've been torn in half. It's not exactly the most comforting thing for the people who raised you to hear.
That's not entirely true. I told them I got a baseball card about me, and I hate it.
I saw it, and she points over to the framed baseball card on the wall.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
you
where
could sign it
that
for
is.
us. It's like, we don't usually get a lot of celebrities
I
around here,
I
so
already signed it before I sent it off.
she's like goes over.
Oh God, I have to. Can you bring that here? I need to take a picture of that and send it to Wisteria.
"Oh,
So
sure,
rip
sure,
my
sure."
head off.
And she goes over and takes it down and brings it over to you.
mm,
Hear that? You're a celebrity.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
All we need now is for you to take off and people start coming here as, like, a tourist destination. We might even be able to convince Eris to create us a theme park. We're
Ooh.
we're playing with names because, I mean, if it was up to King, we'd just call it Habaru Land, but it was decided that was probably not the best idea.
Did I ever tell you you're the smarter of the two
Well,
between you
I
and
do
him?
try. I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that hard that you have to try, but I appreciate that you are trying between the two of you because
He's my best bud, and he's dumb as a rock sometimes.
At
Okay.
that moment, the door flings open, and standing in the doorway is your best buddy in the whole world. Now everybody else can see him. Believe they've already seen him. Yes, Conry Glasscrown. And he
God, that
stands there
smile.
and he sees you. His face breaks into this gigantic smile when he sees you, Habaru.
hey, dingus.
How you doing? It's been a while. You look
Um,
great for being in two pieces.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
I see you still
yeah.
didn't get a haircut or, any fancy duds or anything. You're supposed to be a celebrity, like.
No, no, I don't want to be a celebrity. Uh, gang, this is Connery. Connery.
You can all call me King. It's nice to meet you. He holds out a hand to you, Shady. Shady
Oh,
is dead. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically.
maybe.
Oh.
He holds out a hand for you to shake.
There you go.
Nice to
Well
meet you.
met.
Uh, and you must be wicked. And he takes your hand, Wicked, and kind of pulls you into a hug. I hope that he is not giving you any trouble. I told him that he needs to be nice to you because, well, it's not every day he gets to hang out with, smart, pretty girls. My sisters aside, of course. Don't tell him I
I'm
said
giving
that.
him side eyes. He's doing all of this. Like, bitch, I see you what you're doing.
Oh, wow, I love your mushrooms. Do you collect them, or you gatherer, or, you know, anything fancy like that?
Oh, well, I. She is in fact getting flustered.
'Cause, yeah, he didn't tell me that, you know, he had a tieflin. Everyone knows that tieflins are the smartest, let's be honest. He didn't tell me that he had a tieflin as a
Don't. No. 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 Stop.
what? You didn't
Stop.
tell me that one of your
Stop.
friends was a tieflin?
Why does that matter? Huh? Do you
Because
only see race, Connery? Is that what this is about?
no, it's just that some of the smartest women in my life are tieflins.
Okay, people that are related to you don't count.
Are you saying that my sister and mama aren't smart?
You can't use them as a basis for an example if you're related to them.
Why?
Bias?
Thank you, Wicked. Yes, you're
Whose
biased.
side are you on?
You're
I'm saying that you're smart, and you must be to deal with him.
I'm on the side of this old fashioned that you're gonna make me spill.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that'd be a crying shame if the liquor got spilled. Well, I'm glad that
and
he's got someone looking after him.
and this is farmhand Feynman. We're
Yeah, I
acquainted.
know. My daddy hired him.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, hired him this
Yeah.
morning after I met him in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sure he did. Okay.
I mean, he did look like a ranger when I first met him, but I'm not surprised, and he's a jack of all trades.
Yep,
Yep.
that fits. That
Yep.
sounds like
That
our. That sounds like Feynman.
takes a long pull. His old fashioned. Okay.
He kind of, like, takes you to one side for a moment, though. Do you allow him to kinda pull you away?
Sure.
I don't know if you know this, Hopperoo, but your friend, Feynman,
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be a god. My Auntie Eris says she vaguely knows of him, and he did introduce himself as a Hura.
If my hands weren't made of metal right now, I would wrap them around your throat and squeeze. Yes, I'm
Well, I
aware.
don't know, you're kinda clueless sometimes.
Not as clueless as you.
Rude, but fine.
So, yeah, I'm aware of who he is.
Okay.
I'm just kind of rolling with it. And I'm trying to make it up as I go.
How's that
Next
working
time,
out for you?
next time I see Selene, I'll tell her you said hi.
Look, I haven't been able to communicate with her for some while, but
Mhm.
Uncle Karada
Mhm.
also drops in from now and then. He says that you're
Oh,
making
geez.
some interesting choices, but
I
he's
fucking
keeping an eye
embarrassed
on you.
myself. He gave me
Look,
the
you wanted to make your own
bell.
choices, so
Yeah, I
my
did, and
family is trying to give you the space to make those choices.
no, nothing about that. It's just in the last fight I was in, he had given me something to help with the fight, and I panicked and embarrassed myself. And it's just not
I
feeling
mean,
great. I
look,
can't
my
get.
grandpappy did it plenty of times. If you like, he told us about the time that he actually died. So, it was really embarrassing. And apparently, there was an assassin behind a door and shanked him from behind because he didn't check. So, I don't think it can be any more embarrassing than that.
Was that before or after the deadly geometry?
After, I believe.
Because when that was before. The point being, w- your granddaddy's not the ordinary man, and as
He he always
ordinary.
was just a normal guy.
Don't you fucking turn that line on me, Tegan. Listen, as much as anyone from this town is not ordinary, I'm trying to be my own ordinary person. So I'm
But
just,
you're from this town.
I fucking, unfortunately, yes.
So does that mean that you're not ordinary too?
I mean, as inordinary as any other living person.
From what
I
I can
mean,
see, you're a god magnet.
yeah, and let me tell you, that's not the greatest thing in the world. Because some of them are pretty all right. Met Selene, she's pretty cool. Then I met her dickhead of a husband. He's not very cool. So I'm kind of like even with my wins and losses on meeting gods right now.
Well, who knows what'll happen then? Who knows? You might meet a couple more and we'll see where you go from that.
Or I could not.
Well, what exactly are you trying to do?
At this point, I don't know. I just need to go kill a crab.
You mean the giant eldritch? You want to kill Charles?
Stop calling it Charles.
Well, what's
Stop.
wrong with him?
Stop. You want to finish your earlier sentence of the giant eldritch monster? Were you gonna add anything else to that sentence?
I mean, apart from like tiny crabs have showed up and started, you know, creating pathways and stuff. Apart from that,
You
he eats
know.
fish and, you
Okay,
know,
okay. On a more serious note, remember the book Karada dealt with, and the book that Roland the Bowman dealt with?
yeah,
Yeah, well, the fucking book's out in the goddamn bar counter.
okay.
And don't just okay the fucking
What?
book of Eldritch Horrors, dickhead. Like,
I mean,
come
why
on.
not? It's a book of possibilities. That's all it's ever been.
Yeah, well, the Book of Possibilities is tearing hell apart right now with a bunch of bad shit.
I
And
mean, is the
Imperium
book
wants
tearing
it.
hell apart, or is something else tearing hell apart trying to get their hands on the book of possibilities?
Both. I think the book itself is doing something.
And yet
But
it appeared to you.
no.
Okay, let me be more
This is
specific then. It appeared to you and your companions, just
no.
so that you
This
can
is
give yourself plausible deniability that
no,
you had
no,
no
no,
part in
no,
it.
no, 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 no. This is not a it appeared to you. No, I did not pull the sword from the stone. That's not this situation. All right. We were told to move a package and we got attacked and I got my metal arms from a train blowing up. And that's when we realized the thing we were transporting was the book. So this
So
is
you
not
found
a
yourself in the situation.
I'd say it's more Shady that did it.
Oh, hello, Miss Wicked. I didn't realize you were behind me.
Hey,
yeah,
Harbor, did you tell him how I used your blood to open up the sarcophagus?
is chair thrower
King just looks at
around?
you. No, he's still off with Viper at the moment.
Damn, I wish he was here. Okay, well, that's a damn shame.
I really need a chair thrown right now.
Yeah, someone in it. Okay.
Look, if you really feel like you need to take Charles out, then so be it. But if I
Yes.
remember, have a look through the book. It might not do what you want it to do. You might just put him down for a while and he'll come right back. Probably more pissed off that you cut
I
several legs
am
off. And
going to kill this fucking crab. And I'm not going to hear otherwise.
is it because it'll make you feel better because you need vengeance for your legs?
No, because the fucking book says it has to die.
I'll feel a little better.
Fair, fair.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna go let Weaver know that we're probably gonna have a showdown. You know, because of course we haven't told her you're here yet. So preparing her so that, she can actually string some words together and do magic if we need her to.
And
And I'll give you time to breathe and, get on the same page as Farmhand Feynman.
yeah. Okay.
That might be a good idea.
Maybe do some yoga and decompress or something. I don't know, chill the fuck out, man.
compress your skull with my hands.
He gives
Okay.
you finger guns and like backs out of the pub.
Okay.
Wicked's like twirling one of her hairs as as he's gone now.
Don't even think about it.
Just normal guys and tieflings. What can I say, Andrew?
Oh,
Shady's
right.
just twirling his gun, putting it back in his holster, twirling his gun, putting it back in its holster.
At this point, I
Oh,
don't even
so-
care. I want to tell him to
so-
stop, but I just cannot work up the will.
What are you doing, Feynman? You've got whatever beverage you're drinking in front of you.
Probably just ale. I don't know. I'm probably thinking about the harvest. That'll. Because none of this concerns me at the moment. I just know I need to fight a varmint, and that's pretty much it. The son of the boss is telling me to fucking go do something. Who am I to say no? You know? It was my first day, so I want to make a good impression.
The wheat's showing some signs of rust.
So
What
Habaru,
did he say?
what? Yeah, wait, what?
What, the weeds are showing some signs of rust. Is that what you just said to me?
No, the wheat.
Oh, the wheat!
showing
Ah,
some-
yeah,
the wheat's
yeah,
showing
yeah. The
signs of
wheat's
rust.
rusting. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. It's good. Once that moisture level comes down, we'll be able to harvest.
What were you gonna say, Dusty?
Oh, so Habaru, I guess the whole assumptions about people thing, I guess that just runs in the family.
I'm gonna to him.
It's so much funnier that you cut off when you peeked there.
He like peeked the mic.
I'm not even related to him. I just grew up with him.
Oh, okay. So it's just a local thing.
You know what? Yeah, it's something in the water. Don't drink any of the local water here. It might upset your stomach.
Crabs in it.
Yeah, it's got fucking crabs in it, I guess. Fuck.
Shady's gonna start
It's got
necking
Charles
the
in
water,
it.
dude. He's just chugging glass after glass of water.
I would not recommend it. A lot of the water around here is chaos water.
It's crabby. As well.
Wicked's mood seemed to have significantly improved now.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you did notice, farmhand Feynman, your friend Wicked, when she came in, she was looking paler than usual. Like, she's normally got a lovely pinkish flush tone to her face. She's usually got a sparkle, but when you saw her when she came in, that sparkle didn't seem to. She didn't seem to have that same kind of sparkle. She actually looked a bit despondent.
But she looks alright now. Yeah?
Well, she's perked
Oh.
up with liquor, apparently.
I was
Excellent.
gonna say, I ordered her a double glass of old fashioned for a reason.
Alright,
As
she's
well as,
coming around.
the interaction with King.
Yeah, that too.
Someone recognized me.
Ooh.
And here I thought maybe Wicked was happy to have a friend find him back. But no, she just wants to be hit on.
She did perk up when she saw you.
Excellent.
So yes, you have your drinks and whatnot. Songbird's gone over to talk to the two youngsters playing the accordion and banjo to kind of just talk them through some chord progressions and whatnot.
I will snap a photo of my baseball card
Yep.
and I will text it to my sword teacher, Risteria.
Yep.
Then I'll tell him, "Hey, does this count as a muse enough for you?" And I'll send it off to him, and I'll immediately follow up with, "I hate this, by the way."
You just get a laughing emoji back.
Oh God. Okay, let's take 30 and then go deal with a fucking crab. Oh God.
Shady. before she left, Songbird had looked you up and down, put a bottle of whiskey in front of you, and what appears to be a large jar of pickled eggs.
Thank you, ma'am. Read my
Kind of
mind.
just tips her head as if she's wearing like a hat and wandered off.
He'll bite the cork out of the bottle, spit it on the
Of
table,
eggs.
take a swig.
It's good whiskey.
No, that's the
It's
eggs.
got
He's drinking the vinegar.
well, the whiskey itself has got a lovely burn to it. There's a little bit of fire, almost a little bit of fire. You're pretty sure that it's some kind
So
of.
hard for a second.
It's got some cinnamon whiskey or whatnot. Um, but yeah, it's got a nice burn to it. It's definitely strong. Must be a local whiskey. Um, and Habaru knows from experience that the eggs have quite a chilly kick to them as well. But it does vary from day to day because their auntie Eris is known to come in and mess with the eggs, and the eggs do occasionally change type and intensity of pickle. So it is very much luck of the draw.
So he'll just sit here nodding his head while he's eating.
Okay.
Not bad.
Can I try
Roll
one?
me a d6.
I would really like to try one.
Oh, help yourself.
Well, Shady rolled
I,
me a d6.
I will tell after Shady has taken a bite. I will tell Wicked. Careful with those. Those can have a little bit of an unpleasant kick to it.
Well, you are
I got a
lucky.
1.
They're just standard chicken eggs. And they're a medium spice. They're probably on par with like a nice habanero kind of spice. They're not too bitey. They've got a nice mustardy kick to them and just enough vinegar to permeate through to the yolk.
You're good.
Oh yeah.
Help yourself.
The
Yeah,
only
she'll
thing
be fine.
slightly weird about them is the yolks are, as you kind of see it in the light, they are very slightly purple.
Hmm.
He doesn't care. He's eating them.
The purpleness is good for you.
I don't know
That's
what
nice.
Andrew's making of this moment. I just, yeah, you guys all take a bit of a breather. You relax a bit. And just while we have that 30-minute break, we're just going to take a quick break ourselves. So we will be right back. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Wait, what?
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good break. I hope you had a good break. Hopefully, the group is now feeling rested and relaxed and recuperated after their drink break, their little bit of a breather. I feel like Habaru is not any more relaxed, let's be honest. But you finish up your
Yeah.
drinks. Half a large 2-liter jar of eggs has been eaten.
Jeez.
That's not going to come back and bite us in the ass later.
Uh, yeah, not us. I don't know what your insides are gonna look like after that, but
Well, considering he
that's
doesn't
on
actually
you.
have to eat.
Probably pretty bad.
No movement going on in there. Just gonna ferment.
Oh, Jesus, Tegan, don't.
Now
Shit is
he's
gonna
thinking about it.
Oh, dude, I don't want to
later
think
in the
about that.
campaign. Shit is gonna get cut in half, and he's gonna
No,
spill it.
no, stop. No, I don't want to fucking hear this. No.
Okay, no, that's
As I
fine.
fucking draw the line, no.
Draw the line, okay.
Speaking of eldritch
Uh,
horrors.
Feynman, you've finished your beer. You know, Wicked seems to be looking better, but the rest of the group, I mean, they've shown up, but Shady's taken out a harmonica, has been playing along with the accordion and banjo. It's been actually going pretty well. Sounds quite festive in here.
I have to imagine Habaru looks worse.
Yeah, Harper is looking kind of rough. His face has been in his hands for quite a long time. But as you've been sitting next to Feynman on the bar, Harper, you have noticed the collection of seeds, the book next to you, the Farmer's
Oh,
Almanac.
yeah. Yeah? Is it
Yeah, you
doing
have.
anything?
It looks like a Farmer's Almanac. The dust cover looks the same.
Bumpy, however.
Yeah.
It's like clearly shit under it. Unspeakable horrors printed to page.
In the top left-hand corner, property of Richard Feynman penned in.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh God. Okay.
From
I
this
just-
book, I got my magnum opus of plan. I call it the Hell Tree.
I just glare at the book. Fucking hate this
I got a
thing.
whole orchard.
You get the impression that the book is glaring back at you.
Okay, let's get going. Or hang on. I'm ready to go. Are you all ready to go?
Let's kill a vomit.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
All right, cool.
So fucking defeated.
Not yet, we're not. We're about to go into battle, dude. Don't spoil it.
No, just the way that Andrew looks. Jeez. So you make your way out the back of the
Damn, why gotta be
tavern.
so mean?
You make your way out the back of the tavern to what appears to be a large pond with some fields next to it. You can see that King is already standing there, just kind of hands on hips, looking at what appears to be a giant crab. A songbird is kind of leaning against the back of the tavern, kind of watching from a distance. And you also notice that there is another young woman there who is kind of like who is um, eyeing the crab as well, looking across at her brother. This individual here. Make sure everybody can see it. She's looking across at her brother. You can tell that they're related. They're similar heights, both with the brown hair. Not that you can see at this distance. She's got hazel eyes, but you can definitely tell that they're related, and they're kind of just She's got her arms crossed. King has his hands on his hips as they're just like looking at this giant crab. Every now and then he's throwing a fish at it, and the crab is catching it and just into its mouth.
I could have sworn he said it was killing people.
No, they said it shed smaller crabs, and the smaller crabs were making paths.
Fucking domesticated it.
I could have sworn in the text King said it was killing people and breaking stuff.
Yeah, I could have thought that as well.
Yeah,
So
can
did
ask
he
about
say
that.
that?
The text messages did say that initially.
Hmm.
You do see the scrappy remnants of what appears to be a tractor shed. Tractor still inside it.
Okay. King, buddy, hey. So I noticed you're being very friendly with the creature. You told me that was killing people.
I mean, he did take out the Markinid family village,
Oh,
to the
no.
south. So technically he was, and he destroyed our barn.
So why are we being friendly with it?
Because once he got into the pond, he just kind of settled down. And also because Weaver cast a spell on it, and if we hurt it, then it'll go apeshit again.
Okay,
And there we go.
Thank you, King, for the layering of important information. I would have
Just
liked to
figured-
have known that last thing first.
Well, it seemed like the least important
Fucking-
thing.
No,
You asked if he was killing people, and I said he was killing people, but now he's not.
I think I need to talk to the smart glass crown. Hi, Lavana. How are you?
Oh. Hi, Havro.
Hi. Can you please make more sense than your brother right now?
I can certainly try.
It won't be a very hard effort.
Oh, now that's not very nice.
I'm talking more about him than you.
Well, how have you been?
Oh, got my leg ripped off by the giant crab.
Well,
They
you're
just-
looking much wholer. I mean, you look better.
Yeah. Yeah, I sure sister for a favor.
Well, that's,
Oh,
smart. It's what you do for family.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Lavana, by the way. You must be Habaru's, adventuring group, hero friends.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
It's a pleasure.
you're really trying, Kevin.
What am I doing? Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
trying.
Try to give me a fucking aneurysm. Yeah,
I love
this is shady. This is wicked. You can follow her hexagram at
Oh, what
her
did you do?
hexagram is. Oh, see, look, you have a fan.
Yeah,
Wicked
she
Wicked is
seems very nice.
Wicked is doing the thing again.
She's kind of looking at you like she's being nice, but the smile isn't quite reaching her eyes, Wicked.
Wicked is doing the same thing she was doing earlier. The second she saw this lady, she was right back to the way she was before.
And this special one right here is Farmhand Feynman.
Yeah,
I know.
Richard's really nice. I met him before.
He's really something.
We've been trying to figure out if we can give him, a shortened name, because Farmhand Feynman's such a mouthful, but we wanted to, talk about nicknames and things like this because obviously Connery is king, I'm Weaver, things like that. But
Feynman
Famine,
worked
famine.
just fine because he's a very fine man when
oh,
he's
we
not being a dickhead.
we were gonna go with Dickie.
Pretty apt, to be honest.
Call him
Andrew's so
famine.
tempted to agree to it.
No, it's, something else. Okay, well, let's table that for now. So we
Well,
need
at
to
the
kill the
moment, I got
crab.
him under control.
Yeah, but we gotta kill him proper.
I mean, will it kill him proper?
Hey, he's an eldritch monster, so
Okay, but normally don't these things have processes?
yeah. And the process is to put my, I guess, sword in it a bunch. Feynman's fist,
Are you
magic.
sure that'll kill him or just, waylay him and he'll come back until, you know,
Is Is Andrew not understanding something here? I thought the book said we needed to kill this thing.
you
I
do,
don't know.
but the book
The third NPC to tell you it won't do anything might be a hint that it won't do anything. Though.
that's why I'm asking because I thought the whole fucking reason we went to the temple was to go kill this thing.
But
Well,
there
it's
has to be a
got
way of killing it.
so we can't kill it, but it's got an idol that we can't let the necromancer get. Right?
Well, don't worry about that. It's not going to get the
they've
item
got
anymore. 'Cause
you guys have the idol, but
I
what
thought we threw it
waken
down the well.
not the second
No,
time.
Shady got it.
Yeah.
Right, but I thought to summon it though, you had to throw the
Nope.
idol into the well.
No,
He hold it.
No, we
Oh,
had
you just
that
had to hold
so
it.
wrong.
And all you were doing was summoning the giant crab so that his little minions will lead you to the next one. But within the book, and you haven't necessarily read these pages yet, there are things that will tell you that you can collect XYZ to take back and actually off him for good.
Of him being the crab.
Yes, the crab.
Yeah. So we'll need
Okay.
future things.
We need butter, garlic butter,
Mm, a really big pot.
a really big pot.
As you've seen.
Those
so
pliers or crackers to do the
Yeah,
cracker.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
things.
We need
Christ.
potato. We need sausages.
potato biscuits.
And bibs.
With lobsters on them.
You know what? Next time we fight this thing, yes, we should absolutely just to insult it.
So, yes, you
Yes,
could
yes,
fight
that
him and put him down for a
I-
while, but he will just return.
I'm okay.
I mean, I could.
Just,
We could do some things to help if you wanna try, but
I mean, just I don't want to leave it here because I don't want it fucking with the material plane.
Hopperoo, let's be honest. If it was gonna be anywhere in the world, isn't here probably one of the better places for it to be?
No,
What do you mean, no? We frequently have gods and goddesses come on through.
yeah, and this is where my family and loved ones lived, and I don't want this thing near them. Even if it is under control, I still wouldn't want it here.
But we're strong enough to take care of it. That's what we're saying.
No, I know. It's just, I know.
You don't think we
Okay.
can protect your mom and papa?
No, that's not it. It's like living next to a building that easily catches fire, knowing your house will never burn down, but you're still living next to a building that catches on fire a lot.
But Hopperoo, don't plenty of people live next to nuclear buildings?
Oh my god. Why is fucking everyone questioning me every 5 seconds for things I say?
Wow, this really just is everyone.
This is fucking why I
She
left
thinks to
this
herself.
town. Okay,
I just don't want you to have to worry about this. You wanted to go and
Oh
do stuff.
And then you'll know
no,
it's here when we come back.
I'll always
Yeah, we can
worry.
keep it in one place for you and make
Then
sure it's
okay,
here for you to
then
come and deal
then
with.
that's fine. Let's just do that then. I guess. I just don't
Well,
want to think about this.
what would you like to do then?
No, don't.
Well, you are clearly the leader of your team, so you
No,
gotta make decisions.
no, I'm not. Don't ever fucking say that to me again. No, I'm not the leader of this group.
She looks at the
I'm
others.
just.
Is he the leader of your group or not?
Yep.
I'm the one who does the paperwork unwillingly because I can't trust anyone else to do it. Slash, Wicked's doing other things, so I can't trust these two to do it. Essentially.
No, he's
So
definitely the leader.
no.
Are there little crabs around?
Yes.
What are
They're
they doing?
uh, they're kind of leading off, I into the forest. They're actually kinda gross. They're these little red-colored crabs, but they do seem to have all of this yellow pus all over them.
Disgusting.
Yes.
Is it safe to
Do I have
assume
a picture? Do I
or
have a
think that they're trying to lead us somewhere that's probably not the material plane?
There is a lot of them. They just seem to be leading into the forest.
Yeah, but as a more meta question, is it like, can they lead us to somewhere actually here, or do they need to be in the middle in hell?
No, they can lead you to a place.
I
Awesome.
guess the
Okay.
question would be: is the direction they're going in the forest going
Yeah.
towards hell?
Well, if the big varmints are not a problem, why don't we go see what the little varmints are doing? As much as I'm
Sounds like a
enjoying this
plan.
conversation, Habara, let's do something else.
I mean, Habaru, are you okay?
No. I had my legs ripped off several hours ago.
Are you
I'm
sure
incredibly
you don't wanna just maybe stay the night, have a meal, rest up a
no,
bit?
because I need to go do other things.
Well, if the crabs are gonna lead
Oh
you
my
where you need
god,
to
I could say the
go,
fucking sky is red and people would say, no, Habaru, the sky is fucking green.
well,
God.
clearly the sky is blue, but considering that you're this wound
Genuinely.
up, maybe taking a rest is probably not a bad idea, considering
No,
the crabs
I'm
are
wound
likely to
up
be there in the
because
morning.
everyone wants to question everything I do. And
Hey,
it's
Fireman,
incredibly
can you look in that
insulting.
almanac and tell me if it's going to be like a red dawn tomorrow? Then the sky will be red.
I absolutely can. Let's have a look at what it says.
Oh.
Do I roll something? Or does it just go?
Is that
You're
in the
trying
book?
to look for
I want to see.
I haven't told the group about what Feynman's texted me. So
okay.
I don't know if Shady would know about the Red Dawn thing.
Oh, I was only just saying it because you were saying red sky, and I'm just saying that's.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you turn through the pages. As you turn through the pages, they seem to be guiding you to something, and as you're looking at the page, it seems to be um, writing as you're looking, and it tells you that it's going to be a clear sky in the morning. It doesn't say anything about whether it's going to be hot the next day, but it should be relatively mild. It's a pleasant day, no rain, no chances of rain.
Um, it's looking good, Shady. We're bloody. It's gonna be clear skies tomorrow. Perfect lake tiding weather. If you mind the crabs.
Well, what's our next move? We following these crabs, or are we?
Yes, please. Let's just literally
Are
do
we gonna
anything.
follow them to their logical end, or like, well, do we want to just walk for like 20 minutes and see if they keep going and then come back?
I think that's fine. Let's just go do that, please.
Are we gonna bring some of these lovely people here who aren't needed to tame the crab?
Do they want to come?
Uh, Lavana looks at you like she wants to, but King's giving her a look. Fine, I'll stay here. But King's like rounds on you guys, looks at Wicked. All right, I can lead you through the forest if you need. If you would mind, little lady. And he offers Wicked his elbow.
Uh, she pauses and she looks over at Weaver. She like glance.
She's pointedly not looking at you. She's kind of looking at Habaru wistfully.
Oh my.
And Hopper's got his head in his hands. Oh,
She thinks she can fix him. She can fix him.
Fixate!
Hello, Cheer Kitty. Thank you. It's going
Hey.
existentially crisis. It's the question. Okay, so yes, King holds out his elbow to you, Wicked.
What does she do? Skinari. Because she did her disposition is significantly different from when from when she was in the bar right now. In the presence of Weaver. So she's gonna like give a bow. Thank you, uh, Master Glass Crown. And then she will take it.
He kind of doesn't necessarily pick up the social cue and just like takes your hand in his arm and like puts his hand on it. Is like almost almost drags you a little bit into the forest. He's like, all right, let's go. He's like, are you enjoying Anthalamere so far? Is this your first time in Anthalamere? He's
It's
very chatty.
lovely. Yeah, it's very lovely. She's like very cordial and polite until basically we get out of basically eye shot and earshot of Weaver.
He does notice that you're a bit stilted, so he's like trying to make little jokes and stuff to make you laugh at that. Yeah, he's trying to make you like crack a little bit and trying to make you comfortable.
She doesn't crack an inch until they're away from Weaver. At which point, it's just like all falls apart.
Are you following Hovering? Because they've left you
Head,
behind.
head in his hands, still following. Yeah, he would be following with them.
How many trees do you walk into? Roll a d6.
Shady's called for Dre. He's jumped up on Dre and he's just moseying behind.
There's a heavy rumble through the forest.
Oh, it's a horse, remember?
Oh, that's right. He's a horse now. Forgot that.
Our
Yes.
horse.
He's clip-clopping through the forest. What about you, Feynman?
I'll just saunter around. Hang on. This is the job, so you know.
Oh, you're not going with them?
No, I'm going with them. I'm sauntering
Okay.
behind them, rather.
Okay.
This is the job. I
Please
gotta
go.
follow along this guy.
You follow
Wait.
along by the horse, behind the horse.
Yep.
Wait a second, Russ. I see you on the viewer list. What are you doing? Why didn't you announce yourself?
And sometimes we question whether they're good people or not, Cheer Kitty. Definitely poor Habaru questions whether we're the good people. So as you start to relax, Wicked, Conry is, you know, his smile goes from concern to a bit more genuine. He's like, so you tell me at all if Habaru is being any kind of stupid, okay? He needs to be looking after you. He needs to be making sure that at least you're getting rest and sleep, even if he's not.
uh, yeah. He is generally pretty responsible.
Responsible? Well, that makes sense. He was always trying to be the responsible one. But and tell me, between you and me, is he actually doing a good job?
Yeah.
You know,
And
I worry about him a lot out there because, you know, it's his first time out in the world, and I'm aware our family isn't exactly the easiest to grow up around, and I worry that he's just very inexperienced with the ways that the real world is.
It stresses him out, but he does good work.
I would have thought that he'd be a lot calmer, considering outside of Wolfwater, it's a hell of a lot more, I suppose, what people call normal. I mean, you might not have noticed, but it's not exactly normal around here.
Uh, I think he's just frustrated that that's what he expected, and now he's thrusted into something that very much isn't normal.
It's not our fault, is it?
I don't think so,
Because, I mean,
unless you open the book.
well, no, I know that our family isn't exactly the easiest to be connected to. We did talk, the family, about seeing if we could get Auntie Eris to, erase his memories of us so that, he didn't have any connections.
Oh, I'm sure he'd never want to go that far.
Might make it easier on him.
Eh,
You don't think he'd take the choice if he had it?
oh, certainly not. I think I think a lot of who he is still based on this place.
Which is weird to say, considering you'd think he'd be more used to, the weirdness, and so a horror wouldn't be too weird to him.
Hmm. I think it'd do the opposite. I think I think it'd make him more weird. Without you lot being weirdos, he'd never try to be a responsible one.
That's fair, I suppose. Look, I couldn't help but notice you seem uncomfortable yourself.
Uh, I. She swallows hard. Oh, I just saw that. Uh, you know what? Sure. Oh, from them. Banjo and her mom.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna roll performance? You're talking to someone.
You ain't
I
never
just-
seen someone play a banjo like this, Habar. You fucking
Tell everybody I'm on my
just fucking going for it.
The two of you are playing wonderfully together with Feynman playing better than Shady.
Simon's playing that the devil went down to Wolfwater, I guess.
So yes, he
he's,
does
he's
acknowledge
playing.
that you seemed uncomfortable.
He's playing "Take Me Home, Neverwinter." Oh, I've been raised a certain way, and it's not an easy habit to drop around certain people.
Certain people being women or spellcasters.
Witches.
I suppose understandable. I mean, I know my sisters, and even I think they're a bit over the top sometimes.
Hmm.
But I don't know if it'll help at all, because obviously I don't know you and I don't know your life. But I can tell you right now, my sisters, they wouldn't do anything to harm you. They're good people. I mean, Lavana might act all hoity-toity, but that's just because she's had a thing for Habaru since they were younger, and, well, he won't give her the time of day, and I keep telling her to let it go, but, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. God knows why she
Females hate
wants
to be
him,
torn
but
that.
I guess she wants someone responsible like our mama.
I mean, he is kind of nice. He is kind of cute looking too. I can kind of see.
You can? I always thought he looked kind of weird. Something about his
Oh my
ears
god,
are too big or his nose is too small. I don't know.
I could say something so kind of mean right now. I got it. I got it. All right. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Yeah, but it's like sort of like how you find like a pug dog cute.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, he does act a little bit like a yappy little dog too. He got little dog energy. I know he'll fight the world and,
I don't know if I don't. You guys have seen Shrek, right? You've seen Shrek too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that when Shrek, Puss, and
Be very
Donkey
careful
are
about what you're about to say.
you know how they're all walking through the forest and like Puss is on Shrek's shoulder. They're like whispering, talking to each other and laughing, and then you hear Shrek go, "No, really?" Then they both look back at Donkey and laugh hard.
Totally.
They just do that to Hopper.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. His mama was mighty proud when we got that card.
Yeah,
I'm kind of concerned that he's working for the Imperium, but look,
yeah.
he needed to make money somehow.
Eh. Yeah. Now hold on a second. This conversation felt rather one-sided. What about you?
What do you want to know about me?
Well, how about how you and Habru met?
Our moms were friends. Um, you know, Habaru wouldn't stop crying, so his mom bought him over and put him in my crib so that we could, he had someone to keep him company, and I smashed him in the face with a block. Incidentally, it didn't stop him crying, but somehow he decided that, we would be great friends after that. And then we did our schooling together, and, you know, uh, he always seemed to find a lot more of the practical lessons more important than, magic lessons and whatnot. Uh, Kind of found him a bit weird, to be honest. Uh, Definitely didn't like any of the religion lessons, which, our religion teachers did teach us some really cool stuff. I mean, the only one he ever really adhered to is Karada, which is my uncle. He's a god of valor, which, of all the gods he could have had a choice of in my family, probably not the one I would have chosen, but I suppose he's the most normal. He was really good when my granddaddy died. It was really hard for us because, well, he never really got along that well with my my mom. Um, Bit of a family falling out. He didn't approve of the choices she made, how she decided to, protect people. He had a bit of a history with witches himself. So, yeah. I mean, but you can't control what other people call you, and they started calling them witch queens, and, well, he never really spoke to my mom after that, and so we didn't see them a lot. Then we found out about 5 years ago that he passed and never got resolved, and was always really hard for me because I really looked up to my granddaddy. He was, just a normal guy who had amazing things happen to him, and honestly, for a while there, I felt really jealous of Hopperoo because he was always gonna be able to leave and, I suppose, be normal. It's not really something you can be when you're a glass crown.
I see. Hmm. You know, for such a strange foundation of family, from what little I know, it sure sounds like pretty regular family issues.
Yeah, the idea that just because, we know amazing people and stuff like that doesn't mean that everything's normal. We've got our problems just like everybody else. I mean, it was always nice going over to Habaru's place because, you know, his parents were nice and normal, and Habaru got along with him really well, and it was nice to feel normal sometimes. Although I don't really get the point of meatloaf. But then again, regular meatloaf is better than cookies that taste like meatloaf. My auntie did bring those once. I do not recommend. Cookies that taste like meat are just wrong.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was kinda weird and kinda gross. They had, like, a liquid ketchup center. It was gross.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Uh, she like considers it again. No, no.
So, should I be worried about the fact that he's still got his head buried in his hands? Like, he hasn't gotten, like, a second sight or something. He can't see through the top of his head or anything, can he?
I don't think so. Unless it's Feynman.
What, Feynman gave him eyes in the top of his head?
No, but he has like he has like a certain sense for when Feynman's about to do something weird.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. I suppose, growing up with our family, he probably did get a weird, like, 8th sense or something.
Yeah.
However, just roll a perception for me.
Roll perception to see if if Richard Feynman's gonna do something weird.
14.
You're acutely aware that they're kind of like Wicked and King are looking at you over their shoulders, whispering to each other.
Oh, he fully expected this when King took a wicket, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, little shithead's gonna go gossip with her. Okay,
You
whatever."
watch you watch as he stops and picks like a couple of violets, wild violets, and flourishes them as a little bouquet to Wicked.
Oh. We could
I
all
thought
take
you
them.
could do some with some pretty flowers in your hair alongside your very pretty mushrooms. What are the others doing while this is happening?
I'm in the heat of battle between banjo and harmonica for ultimate supremacy.
Yeah, you're clearly winning.
Thriving.
Decimating the opposition.
Hub, are you doing anything to stop anything that is going on around you, or are you just following the crabs?
Why would he stop any of them?
Fair. I mean, you are following along a line of crabs. You have outpaced them, so they're kind of walking along next to you. Every now and then, one stops and like snaps its pincers at your boot, like you've inconvenienced it by stepping where it wanted to step. But
Called the big one
um,
Pinchy.
a particularly small one has climbed up on the top of your boot and is just hitching a ride.
Incorrect. He would try and he would get stomped on.
Okay, you stomp on it. There's a crunch, a wet, squelchy crunch.
That crowd was like, "I'm a genius." Oh no.
Oh no! And Feynman, you watch as several of the crabs like crowd around the smushed corpse of their relative and are like picking at it and eating it.
Or crab.
It's a crabby crab world out there.
It literally is a crab eat crab world, though. That it's right before my very eyes. Crab does look
There is a
delicious,
slightly
though.
bigger one, yeah, there is a slightly bigger one that, like, snaps its pincers at you, Habaru, menacingly, like he wants to fight you. All he needs is a knife.
He will flick it away with the part of his great sword that's kind of like uh the blade tip the fucking goddamn it, the tip of the blade that's near the ground.
Yep,
Uh,
you just ding, and he yeets off into the forest. There is one that has a knife. That's what evil one wants.
I'll facilitate that. I'll give one enough.
Feynman gives one of them a dagger. You watch as he comes over to you wielding it in his little sideways step, waving it
And then
above his head.
I'll be crouched up in a pose, and I'll be clapping my hands, going fight, 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 fight.
blade up like a kid with a steak knife for the first time, trying to cut into the first piece of meat ever themselves.
Just
They're holding
straight like
them.
stab.
Yeah,
Okay.
just stab into the center of the crab, the one with the dagger.
Roll a hit.
If
You
this
want me to
crab,
roll a hit on a crab that's walking probably like not even a
you
foot
could
a
still
turn?
miss.
Not
That's the
even.
point of rolling to hit. It's like it's not always about its AC. It's like you might just straight up
Yeah.
trip, or like he could. I reckon you're gonna miss. It hits the blade and just deflects right off. Because I've armed him.
Swear to Christ.
Rules of nature.
You miss, Habaru.
This thing has a whatever.
He does have an
Nice,
AC.
nice.
You miss as he dodges to one side. You realize he's small, but he wily.
He's fast. He saw it coming. He saw what you did to that other crab, and he learned.
King has stopped and turned to watch this.
Are we there yet? Have we gone 20 minutes of walking?
Close enough.
All right, cool. Is there anything out here?
They're still leading the way.
So we are. All right, cool. Do we want to give up now, or do we want to go back?
The crab is brandishing the dagger at you. He comes up to you.
Does
He brandishes his little dagger at you. Does a 12 hit?
No, a 12 does not hit.
It glances off your boot and he shakes his dagger at you menacingly.
Wicked, do you have speak with animals?
Why would you get this thing a dagger?
Wouldn't I give
would
it a
you do
dagger?
this?
This is we've got nothing else to do. This is entertainment. We
No,
gotta
we
keep
have.
Twitch happy, all right? Craig's out there watching.
Apparently the crab has inspiration.
Craig's got inspiration. Hell yeah. Wicked, do you have speak with animals? Or anything?
No, not right now. No, not right now.
Shady, do you have speak with animals? All of his all of his spells are gun based, so I imagine if he speaks with
mean-
animals, he just.
I mean, Shady could speak with animals. It's not a guarantee they'll understand what they're saying correctly, but I mean, he could try. Especially with the insanity trait now.
Shady has been killed by crabs, according to Chad. He's just been swarmed.
Uh,
Are you there, Shady?
Oh, I'm here.
do
Okay,
you have
what do you
speak
do?
with animals?
No, I don't.
I was hoping you would load the revolver with a speak to animals bullet, and then anyone you hit, you can now talk to.
But he is actually doing the voices for the crab.
Oh, excellent. What? Okay, so according to Shady, what are the crabs saying? How far away are we?
You may be tall, but I am quick. How about you?
King has led Wicked over to a boulder to sit her on it daintily.
Go on Hibaro, ask the crab how far away we are.
Do we see anything that indicates?
No, there is
anything?
nothing that indicates you're
Okay.
anywhere close.
Okay, fantastic.
The crab
I-
threatens you again and like takes another slash at you.
Come
Does a
on,
19 hit?
Are you fucking serious?
come on, big man. Fight me. Fight me, big man.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, a 19 hits.
The
Take that.
dagger inadvertently stabs into your boot. You feel it poke into your big toe as you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Do you surrender to superiority?
And then 8d6 sneak attack damage.
I
It also has purple worm venom.
oh, I'm so done. Okay. Is is there anything around here?
The forest.
What?
The crabs are leading you through the forest. Judging by where you are, you can kind of vaguely tell that they're leading you in a northwesterly direction.
Northwest of your town.
But
Is
based
hell
off
in
of
the
my
direction?
own local knowledge, what would I know is out in that direction?
You know that if you travel far enough, there are some abandoned temples and whatnot in the area.
How far is far enough?
Probably about 5 hours or so.
How many of us can get on Shady's horse?
No, let's just go get a car. Let's just
Yeah, that's
go
probably a
back
good idea.
What cars?
Are
The-
there roads here?
Tegan, you're not gonna fucking tell me there's not a single fucking car in Wolfwater.
I mean, all
They
the
don't-
paths are dirt.
All the paths are dirt, and they're traditionalists out here because their area,
What the fuck are we, Amish?
Yeah.
all
Oh
of
my
the god magic that's in the area doesn't work well with the Ethereum that runs it.
Okay, let's go.
Why do you think you're still a blacksmith that makes swords?
Because that's cool.
Yeah, it is
Why-
cool.
why-
Yeah, and there's an industry for it.
It is cool. Just like horses and bows and arrows. And...
Okay, then let's go get
we
a
go
horse and a
get a
wagon, I
steed?
guess.
You want to go head 20 minutes back and get a wagon?
Do we want to do that? Do we want to take
I
a long
mean-
rest and go out first thing in the morning?
Is there any?
You are still technically being menaced by a crab.
Is there any
Yeah, we can't
difference
go in solid
between
combat.
taking the wagon and just walking our asses there?
You will be faster if you take a wagon.
Yeah, but like faster is comparatively to what? Like, whose time are we saving?
You would end up saving. So I said it's about 5 hours. You'd probably save about 2 hours, so it'll take you about 3.
Yeah, but whose time are we saving? Is it not just we're walking there?
Yeah, you're just walking.
Like it's just it's saying we're walking there as opposed to saying we're taking the wagon there.
I don't understand your question.
My question is, what would be the point of getting a wagon when we can just simply continue on?
Because it'd be faster.
Faster in a hypothetical world, sure. But I mean, we may as well keep going. We've still got to follow the crabs. What are you going to do? Strap one to the
The
front
only
of the
difference is
wagon?
it get darker and traveling through the forest at night is probably not recommended. So you'd probably need to take your long rest in the forest.
Yeah, but we're going to want to do that anyway.
Okay, then let's go back to town. Long rest, leave first thing in the morning on the wagon. Get there quick, and then get there back fast.
Do I? All right, I'll say. We can. I'm more than happy to stay the night in Habaru's hometown.
Fuck, we'd stay here. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
The crab is trying to menace you, Habaru.
Hey, I haven't finished fighting you yet.
Can I get the crab to make a con save?
Sure. It's a 3.
All right, it takes 1 necrotic damage.
You watch as some of its yellow pus pops and boils on its skin as it kind of gives a
You're not
He's going to
welcome.
try and intimidate you. Habaru. Roll me a he's trying to intimidate you, so
The fucking not even bigger than my boot crab is trying to. Can I just stab it again?
yeah, go. You can certainly attempt to. Go for it.
Oh my.
You miss again
13. Wow, fantastic.
as it skitters out of the way.
Cool.
You missed again.
Oh my god, I should not use burning hand because I'll set fire to the forest.
Can I just try and like
Oh.
nip the dagger out of its hand with like a sleight of hand?
Roll me a sleight of hand.
9. Surely.
Let's see if it hangs onto it. It does not. You grab the dagger and it tries to hang on, and as you do so, it keeps nippering at it, trying to grip onto it.
Unfortunately, it has claws. That's not. It got an expressly great hold on the dagger.
No, exactly. It's like no.
Excellent. All
It
right.
just snaps its nippers at you before running off into the underbrush.
All right. So we'll go have a bit of a kip. I'll do some farm work.
I'll be back.
You haven't heard the last of me.
You haven't heard the last of Crabbius the Mighty.
Habaru wakes
You
up in the
have
morning
made
with a crab
yourself
leaning over
An
him.
enemy.
Crab's got a new knife to his throat.
Hate crabs.
So you take 20 minutes to walk back to Wolfwater, and you saunter back into town.
Well, hang on. Can we stop by Lavana real quick and just real quickly ask her, like, we don't need like it. Can we just leave this thing? It's not going to go on a rampage.
No, Selena and I have got it.
Okay, cool. And go back into town.
Oh, Habaru, where are you staying tonight?
With his mom. With his mom.
I
With her. With her.
Well, you're always welcome to stay at the house if you want.
no. We'll probably crash my parents' couch.
All
Ugh.
of you?
It's a big couch.
Yeah. No, some of them will sleep on the floor.
Well,
Like
I'm
farm
happy to
hand
have the
family.
rest of your companions stay at our house if you'd like.
I
I
want to
Because-
see
can't
them
sleep on the floor, man. I sleep on the floor. My wings get a cramp. It's just no good. I can't do it.
Yeah, I want to see them suffer. So
I'm
Well,
staying
and
with the nice lady.
obviously it would give King more time to get to know Wicked, and I'm sure that, the rest of your companions would like a good night's sleep rather than, crowding into your parents' house.
yeah.
And, of course, you'd be welcome to stay too, of course.
Okay. Yeah. No, that works fine.
Oh, only if you want to. I don't wanna.
Nope. I said what I wanted to do, and I was told I was wrong, so I'm not going to do that anymore.
Oh, no,
So,
it's not. I didn't
Let's
mean.
go do what someone else wants to do, not what I think. Okay, let's
I
go into town now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I'm not being very pleasant right now, and I'm not trying to be mean to you.
Oh, no, I'm just being pushy. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just been a very stressful day for me, so I'm gonna go now.
Well, if you wanna talk about it, you know where to find me.
Thank you, Lavana. And I am going to go.
She kind of, tucks her hair behind her ear and, turns back to look at the crab for a bit.
It brushes a claw under its chin.
So what do you wanna do, Habaru? You're leading. This is your hometown.
Can I go find a ditch to fucking bury myself in?
Sure. How far would you like to be out of town?
What's the fucking first ditch I run into?
City center.
The first ditch you run into, is out the back of the tavern.
Yeah, that sounds so tempting, doesn't it? Okay, so where is everyone staying?
Not on the floor.
I mean, you could probably just still go visit your parents. They're here.
Yeah. But then it's gonna be, why haven't you written to us? Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? And it's just, I don't want to fucking deal with that. Okay. Cool. But I also don't want to get fucking bitched at for why didn't you come see us? So I gotta go deal with that. So cool, cool, cool.
You know, you could just stay in the tavern.
Oh, and then have to explain to my mom and pa why I didn't visit them. Yeah, what a great way to start my day.
So what I'm hearing is you want to stay at the house and us keep it a secret you were here.
Oh, like anyone in this fucking town can keep a goddamn secret.
We can keep plenty of
Ooh.
secrets, like one of the sole tenants we do have.
Mm.
You are like the worst secret keeper I have ever met.
Name one time that I told people something that I shouldn't say.
I'm not even gonna get into this with you right now. And it's not even about you, it's about fucking everyone else in this town. Oh, Katona, why didn't you tell me your son was in town? That's odd. I didn't know my son was in town. And then I get
Well-
a phone call, and then I gotta go.
Do the people of the town need to know it's a secret? From what I gathered, all we got to do is tell Songbird, and we got to tell Miles
No,
and tell her to be quiet about it.
no, I don't want to tell people it's a secret.
I think we're overthinking this. Hubbard.
Yes,
You just
I
gotta.
was
I just want to go to
saying-
sleep somewhere.
Yeah, just go rip it off. Go talk to them, because the longer you put it off, it'll just be worse. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's ever gonna be a time anytime soon you're not gonna be stressed out.
Yeah, I'll just go talk to him now. Hey, what is everyone else doing? What time are we meeting them?
Yes, please.
Time to.
So I'll assume 6 a.m. All right, cool.
I'm fine.
And at dawn.
Maybe 7. She says as she like holds on to King's arm a bit.
Hubbard does give some like a side-eye glance to the arm, like, mm-hmm. 7:30. We'll have breakfast. You know what? Let's plan to leave at 7:30. Let's have breakfast at 7 at the tavern, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Not to mention the
Uh,
tavern's a pretty good place to be considering they have more liquor than the house.
Man, I wish I had a bunch of liquor right now. Do you know anything about those ruins to the northeast from here?
I know some.
Do,
What we remember, anyway.
like,
Like, we head out towards the ruins, and there's music, and we know that every now and then we get people heading through to look for the ruins, and then we never see them again, and if you get too close, it gets kinda hazy, kinda like well, kinda that familiar feeling you get around he kinda looks gestures with his eyebrows to Feynman.
There's lots of crops out there.
Yeah, something like that.
okay. Staying at the inn tonight. I'm not gonna deal with my family with this bullshit.
Go see your mother, for Christ's sake.
She's not in town right now.
Then go see your father or whatever. Jesus.
No, he'll call her.
Just love them. Like they
I
so
do love
clearly
them. I'm
love
also trying to
you.
escape them.
Yeah, but if they're like, why don't you write? You can be like, well, I'm literally here.
No, I don't want to deal with that. No. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well, if you're choosing to stay at the tavern, Miss Wicked, would you like to at least have a proper bath and, some time to relax before heading for dinner?
Usually I expect to be invited to dinner first. She blushes. She clearly has misunderstood what he meant by that.
I'm happy to take you to my place so that you can have a proper bath and hot water and stuff like that.
your place.
Yeah, we have bathtubs, Habaru.
Yeah, I know, but just your place.
Your
You mean
point
your
being,
you mean your sister's house?
it's the family house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Your sister's house.
What's
For
your
me,
point?
this is a personal one. Ron said. Okay, cool.
What's your point? At least I got a place to live. Where are you living right now?
We actually
Not
have a
in my
pretty nice.
sister's house.
Yeah,
We
because
actually have a
before
pretty
you
nice
went
suite.
off to gallivant around the world, you lived at your mama's house still.
We actually have
Yeah.
a pretty nice. We actually have a pretty nice suite.
Oh, you got a suite now, do we?
Well, in another plane we do.
That's because you're all famous and a celebrity.
I hate you so much.
Oh, but I bet you take all the pretty photos with all the fangirls. I bet there's like
No.
a Habaru fan club.
I hate every one of those people.
No one said you had to like him,
And I do not.
or any of them at least cute.
If I judge them off of appearance, I would be as shallow as you are.
I go for smart, charming girls, thank you very much, like Miss Wicked here.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go off to the inn and drink myself stupid. Have a good night.
Are you sure you don't need a bath? When was the last time you bathed?
Do you want to hold my hand while I
No,
go
it's more the fact you stink
brush
like
my
you've just
teeth?
come out of a sewer.
Yes,
I did do that.
King. I'm gonna take a fucking bath when I'm in the inn.
All right, but we got
I
fluffy
I
towels.
I. Okay, thank
Ooh.
you. I know my basic hygiene. Thank you very much.
He looks at it fine. And Shady, would you like a bath with fluffy towels?
Absolutely.
Or need to get some of this trail dust off.
So, Hubber, you head off to the inn to be alone and not deal
To
with
fucking
whatever the fuck.
escape everyone else. Holy shit. Yeah, he goes to be fucking alone.
And the rest of them go back to the Glass Crown Manor, where you are led through to bathrooms. He tells you if you would like your clothes cleaned, they'll take care of them. If you just leave them out on the bed, they'll take care of that. So your clothes are at least cleaned for you as well. Um, and you're able to have hot baths and actually allow time to relax and whatnot. Habaru, you also get a bathtub in a much smaller bath, but you are blissfully alone in your room. No one is yammering at you, chattering at you, coming to you with problems. You are blissfully and quietly alone.
Or is he?
The crab in the window. Camera pan zooms. He's got a new dagger. It's taped to the hand so that he shall not drop it.
No, it's the, no, it's the same dagger.
It's the Feynman assassination attempt. I've rearmed the crab, sent him back in. This time, finish the job.
I'm not having him attacked by a crab in the bathtub.
But it's where he would least suspect it.
But yes, so so at least an hour or so passes before you all make your way back to the tavern. Harbour, you've actually enjoyed your hour of peace. You managed to get a small nap in. I don't know if you're feeling any better.
I don't know if he would be able to fall asleep. I think he would just stare at the ceiling and just go.
Okay, fine. He didn't get a nap. He dissociated hard.
Yeah, he is. He disassociated. Yeah.
But eventually, you'll make your way down to the tavern. Uh, the place is pretty packed with other farmhands, other farmers. Um, there are like the general merchants of the town here as well. Um, the Miles and Tanner, the two young bards from earlier, are playing again. They seem to be playing better than they were earlier today. Kind of more like today was a training lesson kind of thing. Um, but yes, you find yourself in the hustle and bustle. Songbird comes over to you, um, Harbury, while you're waiting at a table by yourself. So, would you like something to eat?
Incorrect. He would be in his room by
Oh,
himself.
oh, you're in your room by yourself. Fine then.
He is not leaving his room.
Okay. The others
He's
appear.
in there for the rest of the night.
Okay. The other people appear. The rest of you appear at the tavern, where Habaru is nowhere in sight. You find a table, and Songbird comes over to you. All right, so what can I get here for dinner?
I'll have the meat tornado, please.
I can certainly do a meat tornado for you. Not sure what it
Is
is, but
that-
I'm sure I will figure it out.
Whatever you come back with, that'll be perfectly fine.
Fine, I will see what I can do.
is
Do you
that
have
off
any
the menu?
specifications on the types of meat? How many types of meat?
Just go with your heart, you can't go wrong.
All right, I will do my best for you, dearie. What about the rest of you?
I just have a whiskey, thanks.
I can certainly do more whiskey. We've got plenty more of that. And what about you, my dear?
Uh, I don't know what they have here.
You can
I
pick
hear the
whatever
meat
you like.
tornado is good.
She's gonna gonna look to King. What's good around here?
Do you have any preferences of are you a vegetarian or do you like meat or
Uh,
you
I'll eat just about anything.
just about anything? And are you particularly hungry or not really hungry?
I am pretty hungry, actually.
All right, all right. Uh,
Something
you know
strong to
what?
go with.
Do you want something fancy or do you want something like comforting?
Comforting.
All right. Well, how do you feel about a songbird does a pretty mean chicken pot pie. It's got like really lovely, fluffy, crispy pastry on top, and she serves it with little biscuits and lots of fresh butter.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it goes really, really good with either red wine or ale. Occasionally, if you like, we chase it up with tequila later, but
Ooh.
that's if we're in for a pretty wild night. But considering I don't see Halperu around here, I don't think we'll be having that much of a wild night. Cause let me tell you, that man can drink. It's a lot of
Yeah,
fun when he drinks. He kinda forgets his problems for a while.
yeah. I'd say the only other person I'd met who could almost keep up with me.
Should be worried that he's not down here? Maybe the crab came back to finish off the job.
I think for the first time in a while, nobody should be worried right now.
That is a good plan. You're a pretty wise woman, Miss Wicked.
She's like super blushy.
So, which would you prefer, wine, beer, or spirits?
uh, let's go with the wine.
Songbird nods. All right, I'll have that right out to you as soon as it's ready. She goes, puts in the order. Harbury, upstairs, you hear footsteps in the hall outside. You hear a little knock on the door. Harbury, dear, did you want some dinner?
That's Songbird calling through.
Yes.
Uh, no, I'm good. Just looking to turn in early.
Normally, I would agree, but considering you had some pretty big magic done on you today, you should probably have something to eat to replenish your energy stores.
Okay, have some pot pie.
I can do some pot pie for you, darling.
Thank you.
Do you want me to send a message to your friends so they don't worry about you? I heard some talk about they think a crab took you out.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, you rest up and I'll bring it in when it's up. You hear the footsteps fade away. So eventually, you all end up with your food, your beverages. It's all remarkably pleasant. Harbury does not come down for the evening.
Valid.
I'm at, what was that?
I said valid.
What are you doing, Richard Feynman?
We just got our food. I'm fucking hoeing in.
Your meat tornado, by the way, is a mixture of sausage and pulled pork, and she has designed it in this kind of funnel shape. It is just a circular pile of meat that curls in on itself, kind of like a tornado. And it's just piles of sausage and pulled pork. There's some beef brisket on it as well. At the top, there is some crispy bacon that's been chopped up and sprinkled over the top. And
It's
crab flavored milkshake sounds foul. No.
it's all I could ask for. Crab sandwiches, crab pie, crab soup, crab sticks, crab flavored milkshakes.
Isn't there some like crab soda or something?
Crab
Oh,
apple
no,
You're
pie.
that
thinking
sounds
of crab juice from The Simpsons,
ew.
Oh,
served with
No.
fresh crab calash.
I'm
So
pretty sure that was based on a real thing.
and so on that note, you finish up your meals. The music is rather eventful, and eventually, Wicked King stands up and offers you a bow and holds out a hand to you to see if you'd like to go dance with him.
Absolutely. Wicked at this
He's a
point has
very
started
good
to move on.
dancer. You don't know who taught him how to dance, but he is a very good dancer.
Wicked at this point has started to move on to stronger stuff.
You you guys actually, you know what? Roll me a performance to see how you're dancing.
Alrighty. Oh, that's the wrong one.
You persuade him that you're a good dancer.
There we go.
No, you are a good dancer. You're actually keeping up with him. You're surprised a little bit that you're keeping up with him. As he is leading around the floor, some of the music changes every now and then, and you do a few things of like there's some it starts out as quite a jaunty jig. You do a bit of line dancing. As the night moves on, there are a couple of slow songs where he does give you the option if you would like to uh, slowly dance with him if you would like to.
She completely accepts.
So he pulls you in close and you're having a lovely dance. Harbour, you sense a disturbance in the force below. He doesn't care.
It's not his business right now.
Not his business right now.
It's his
As
own thing.
eventually the night kind of comes to a close. Shady, you finished most of a bottle of whiskey. Songbird did just in the end bring it over for you.
Yep.
The ashtray just outside the front door is full of used cigars.
Yep.
What about you, Feynman? What have you been doing as dancing has happened? Actually, a couple of the one of the girls that works at the grocers does come over to you at some point, Feynman, and shyly asks you if you'd like to dance.
Oh, I'm not a dancer. But this performance role might change that. No.
It does
Nope.
not.
It does not. However,
Do you agree to dance for that?
oh yeah, but however, my enthusiasm role, which I don't know what that would be.
You're dosey doing.
I'll charisma for enthusiasm. So
Sure.
it's shit dancing no matter what. But it's how like at a
Into
12.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying, but you
she-
know.
She can tell that you're trying. You are stepping on her feet a little bit, but she can tell that you're trying and you're trying to have fun with it. So
I'm a
she
big
doesn't
lad and I've got wings.
exactly. It's a little bit ungainly, but so she does have fun. But she unfortunately does not ask you for a second dance.
Fair enough. You know what? Feynman's got to get out there.
Got to get back on the horse at some point. It's been what 5,000 years.
Exactly.
And as the night comes to a close and people start dispersing to their rooms, King leads you to the stairs, Wicked, and wishes you a pleasant evening and he hopes that you have a wonderful sleep. And he dips a deep bow and kisses you on the hand before bidding you a good night with a bit of a wink as he leaves. Do you let him
You're
leave?
so in.
Is the question.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, you know what? Hold on. What the? Is that a dog?
There, that was my dog. Sorry, there's a possum on my fence, and they really want it. They really want that possum, man.
You know, Wicked was drinking. Ooh.
She's not as drunk as you think she is.
Just started to get there. Yeah, there's no way. Wicked, throughout the night, progressively, he had started to become. It's almost impossible to notice. Became really clingy and
Yep.
possessive.
Yep.
Like, it started off very small, progressed like anytime another girl in the bar even came near him, she'd like shoot a dirty look. She'd have like stay real close next to him.
Yep.
And the drinking didn't help.
Sure. Let me just see if he's oblivious to it. He's noticed, but he thinks it's actually quite charming. Look, if you knew his family's fucking legacy of what relationships are like. Don't give me that look. You're the one that started this. He finds it kind of charming. He's been as you've been clingy, he's been very charming and kind of not necessarily placating, but he has been very kind to you to kind of like try to reassure you that yes, he does genuinely, at least he is at least genuinely attracted to you.
Right?
His mama just raised him to be a gentleman,
All right.
so he's leaving the ball in your court, basically.
she is able to pull herself together and go to her room.
He gives you a cheeky grin, winks, blows you a kiss across the bar, and then leaves for home. Wicked. You do see him hesitate slightly at the door, like he really wants to go back, but restraint.
The soft
Me-
look on Andrew's face as Wicked romances his like brother.
And the rest of you head upstairs. Do you head upstairs, Shady, or are you just gonna sit in the tap room all night?
He'll sit in the tap room, just staring.
Songbird
smoking.
does eventually turn the lights down low.
He doesn't move.
She comes over with another bottle of whiskey and sits down across from you.
Ma'am,
I say you're not much of a sleeper yourself.
yeah, sort of don't need to if you can understand.
I've known people that don't need to sleep before, so while I understand sleep is important, uh, sleep doesn't always come easy to some.
You kind of sort of forget what it's like to sleep sometimes.
I wish that I could forget. Unfortunately, our dreams of, I don't know, nightmares, I suppose, of things that I think have happened, but I don't remember it happening, but a terrible battle happened. Or happens, or don't really know. It feels like it should be a memory, but maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's just nightmares.
Maybe it has meaning.
I feel like it's something that had happened before. I don't know, maybe I think it's ridiculous. My wife tells me all the time that this idea of past lives and things like this is ridiculous, that we should live in the present. But I feel like something's happened before. I've got this idea that trauma has a way of ingraining with who you are, so you can't ever really escape it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to escape and move on. But if this thing's nagging you, there's got to be a reason.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just a bunch of nonsense and it's my brain worrying about things that I shouldn't worry about. Feels like a whole different life that, I don't know, I was never a part of. That's part of the weirdness of this place, I suppose. I don't really know half the time what's real, half what's not. It's a very strange place here. You know, all the things that
Look,
go bump in the night, or,
you've got gods running around here. Of course, it's going to be weird.
well, exactly. I mean, as far as gods go, they're not a bad lot, but very, very weird. I'm proud that Haboru got out to actually see the world and find out something normal for himself.
Well, as normal as hell can be, basically.
Well, I suppose there is always that.
He's going to have to go back there.
He's a good lad, though. He'll sort himself out.
When he does, could be going to war.
I hope not, but who knows? Unfortunately, according to what the queens are saying, war is becoming more and more inevitable. It's like it was always going to happen, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. I just hope that the Witch Queens never get involved. I just get a bad feeling that the Witch Queens and war should not mix. I don't know why I can tell you that, but it's just a feeling I get.
Yeah. Don't need more trouble than we already got.
Well, I wish you the best of luck then.
Thank you.
Do you want me to leave the lights on for you, or would it be weirder for you to be sitting down here in the dark drinking?
I'm fine sitting here in the dark.
All right. Well, you have a good night, Master Mathers.
Thank you kindly. You too.
She leaves you with your second bottle of whiskey for the night and turns the lights off as she heads out.
He just sits
And
there.
that, as finally, Feynman, you've headed up to bed.
Also,
Correct.
Also, Samurai, thank you for the Prime sub.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I did. Oh, I should. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate that. We hope you're enjoying yourself. Feynman, you go upstairs. There is a door with a tray with an empty plate outside the front of it.
Don't you even
Um,
fucking think about it.
You have a key for the room next door to it.
Oh, someone's left me a key to another adventurer's room.
No, to the room
Oh.
next door.
What am I misinterpreting from this situation? I've got a key to a room.
You've got a key to the room next door, but the next door room clearly has an occupant that has a tray with an empty plate out the front.
That's Habaru's room?
Habaru's room has the plate out the front. You've got the room next door.
Don't do it.
Well, I could kick in the door.
We will start next session with PvP if you do that.
This isn't your tavern. No, I as farmhand Feynman, I don't think I'm in a position to go console Habaru. And Wicked's too drunk, and Shady's too downstairs.
Yep.
So I think we need to give him the night. See how he
Okay.
does in the morning. So I'll go to bed. I'll use the key on the door.
Okay, you open the door. It's a standard tavern room. There is a double bed there. There's a nightstand with a jug of water on it. It's a pretty standard hotel room, tavern room.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'll just pop off to sleep and that'll be that, I guess.
Okay. And so you all settle in to sleep for the night, and that is where we will end tonight's session. So we will be back next Monday to pick up as they traverse through the forest to see what they can find. Hopefully, Habaru will not fight any more crabs. We will see. Either way, thank you, everybody. Make sure to yoink the shampoo and soap from the hotel room. Yes.
You got it.
I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, look after yourselves. And we will be here next Monday with more Richard Feynman crab fighting and just giving Habaru a headache. Let's see what happens. But otherwise, have a great rest of the week, guys, and we will see you all later. Bye, guys.
Everyone.
Bye bye.